Can you hear me? Put one in the chat if you can hear me.
Give us a thumbs up.
It just goes full red.
Did it work? Did they get it?
Put one in the clip. Okay.
They won't be able to hear the rest of it.
Look at that.
They heard the important part.
Good night. We're here.
Did you get notifications?
Heard the important part.
Oh, I need to put it on.
No.
You're not subscribed?
I think I am. Maybe not. I'm subscribed to when they were doing the podcast thing,
The actual Bro J.
but I don't know if that's connected. I don't know how the internet works.
You know, actually, you've scrambled my brain. I actually don't even know what would happen. I don't know.
You have to subscribe separately to get notifications for go lives on YouTube channels, I'm pretty sure.
There it is.
That would make sense.
Rather than just being
That would make sense.
the basic YouTube subscription.
I was just the basic like following and subscription for the regular channel.
Like when a video is posted,
Yeah.
rather than going live.
Oh, so I sort of told you part of the story the other day, but we had a really fun thing happen at work where they've sort of forced like a proxy on everyone's system, and it caused some things to stop certain API requests and like stuff like that to stop working, start throwing certificate errors, which was really fun. And so like I do things that I shouldn't. Well, it's not that bad. So like I built a plugin that essentially hijacks my browser, and like all cookies go through my and all sessions. Like I save it all, so that I can hack or not hack, but like use whatever browser web applications through the other program that I built to do it. Anyway, all sorts of shenanigans. And so a lot of my stuff stopped working, throwing these certificate errors. I'm like, oh, great. But it's happening to our dev people too, and so they create a fix for them where they have to download a specific certificate bundle, whatever. I fixed some of my problems, but there was a couple that it still was not really working. And so I was like, hey, ChatGPT, I've got this problem. And one of the things is OpenAI. I have my own OpenAI ChatGPT thing, and I send the contents of tickets to it, and it evaluates it, it parses it out, gets the important information, sends it back, so that I don't have to read through all the emails and all that bullshit. Right? So I'm sending constantly, every day, all the tickets I work on to my own AI, which is one of the things they said they started this proxy server for, was just they don't want any of our data leaking out in these unsecure ways. Okay.
Which you're actively giving to the people who are harvesting to retrain their AI.
Right. Well.
Okay.
And it's supposed to be. I'm supposed to have a private-y thing on whatever my instance of ChatGPT. Who knows how effective that really is?
Yeah. It's really strict at my place of what we're not allowed to use for sure. We can't use hardly anything.
So ChatGPT did give me a fix, and he's like, "Oh, there's Python libraries that help you get around this sort of stuff, and to do the certificate this way, and you can verify your thing, and just go around the proxy, and you just put it in here, and it helped me rebuild my code, and it started working great. So all my stuff's not going through the proxy, and they don't necessarily know. But I had another issue where I was just trying to download like Opera, the browser Opera, to test something, and it wouldn't work. So I contacted them, like, guys, I'm pretty sure the reason it's not working is because of you. And sure enough it was. So they disabled my proxy. She goes, oh, and by the way, good job. We haven't had to block anything coming from your system. It looks like you're really...
Clean bill of health.
Yeah, clean bill of health. No suspicious sites or anything.
Nothing weird going on with yours.
I'm like, yeah, ship shape over here.
Totally didn't go around their security.
So that was fun. And I don't know, I'm the stupidest person when it comes to certificates. I barely understand what those even are. But ChatGPT sure
they're a
does.
pain in
It'll
the
teach you
ass.
how to hack around your proxy at your job.
Wow.
He's so happy. At some point, I do need to. There are options to like run an AI, a very lightweight AI on my system. I'm gonna have to build. It's one of my to-do lists to build something like that, so I'm not actually sending it off to OpenAI.
I want to build an AI thing. I had an idea the other day, and I'm gonna try and do it.
There's some really cool tools to like help you do that sort of thing. Like, have you
I wanna start playing around with that.
HuggingFace.com?
Hugging Face. You know, I'm familiar with Hugging Face. I work with data scientists.
Okay.
I don't think you actually work with data scientists.
I don't think they're data scientists. They're not, yeah. An actual data scientist, if they knew what my data scientists were doing, would just laugh. They'd be like, that's not data science. But like Hugging Face is blocked by corporate. Their website is blocked by corporate. And so it's like, it has the developers, when a data scientist says, hey, we want to use this transformer from Hugging Face, and we go and see, well, let's go look at the documentation of how we're supposed to package up the tensors or whatever we got to send to it. It's all blocked, security blocked by corporate.
ChatGPT will help you figure out how to get around that.
Our guys are better at security than your guys.
Yeah.
I have done as much workaround as is possible, and I was doing that for a few years, and now they've broken that as well.
I've caught on to you.
Because I was doing everything through an Ubuntu VM locally, which didn't go through the all the Windows security that they had on there.
Hello?
Yeah,
You
I
did
could.
it. Hello? Oh, yeah.
Hello?
So, okay, so that's why he wants to build one that's, he sort of has to then make his own that's
Local.
local.
If he'd even
Or
be allowed to
internal
run
some
it.
degree.
Yeah.
What? Cool names?
Yeah, my place even just monitors what you run. What is like double clicked on your system in terms of like executables and stuff.
Right.
Like I have dev clearance, so I'm allowed to just like they'll block anything that's not known to them if you run like an exe that's not known to them, but I can just like say run it anyways, but they like hyper log it and check it later and stuff like that.
Well, I think that's part of how I get away with this. Is like, it's not like I package my stuff at all. It all just launches right out of VS Code. I just run it like live from VS Code, like the debugging mode.
No, yeah, like if I make a change in code and hit run, this blocker comes up and says you're running something new. Ask permission for it, and because I have dev clearance, I could say no, let it through anyways. Yeah.
Sounds pretty strict. We can go.
Wow.
They have to be for security wise. But
They never know if you did it with someone like me.
Okay, we'll get up and go.
yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like I run a
Okay.
because you know the
Do we have to
whole
do the parade?
backup debacle that happened.
Yeah.
I now have a script that I run every single
Okay.
week that takes like important stuff and
Okay.
and duplicates it across their different like save areas that they've now designated as
I
safe.
Can be on board with that.
But it gets mad about it every single time, and I'm just waiting for them to like ask me about why I run this script every single week. But
Funny you should ask.
well, but, yeah, happen takes care of all the like duplication saving for me.
That's fun.
But
Well, I'm glad my guys suck so bad at it. Their security.
Yeah, I can't.
I don't know if I could bypass mine even if I wanted to try.
I really worked at it for a while. I was doing pretty good for a while, and I still can maybe do it some ways, but I have to be in the office to do it. For some reason, if I'm at home, the DNS on my WSL Ubuntu breaks if I'm at home because it all goes through Windows VPN, and it's a mirroring problem. It has to do with the bridging of the network of the VMs versus your host. There's some mess there of what they've broken to where I can't get around them very well. I can if I'm willing to go in and manually change an Ubuntu DNS entry every time, but it's not fun. So I just don't care.
I think I'd get into legal trouble if I even attempted at my job.
Yeah,
I think I'd get into some serious legal trouble
Yeah.
and get fired.
if something did go wrong and was my fault, it would be a big deal. It would be a very big global problem. But
Oh well.
Actually, now that I think about it, this my team. It's the same team that tried to did our VPN. That would never work for me, and I fixed it by figuring out how to do what was it? Just a chrono script that just runs regularly. That just fixes
to fix your DNS entries.
yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
And they still can't figure out how to get it to really work.
That's not good.
I just want to be like, have you thought about asking ChatGPT? Because that's worked for me a few times to deal with your problems.
The problems they cause.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So that's fun.
Do you have one of the AIs that is like plugged directly into like Visual Studio? Have you messed around with that?
Yes.
Because that's the next thing I want to do is play around with that.
For a while, I was paying for Copilot.
Copilot. We're allowed to use Copilot
Microsoft.
because we have a local install of Copilot. We're allowed to use
Microsoft's
it.
Copilot,
Yeah.
No,
GitHub.
GitHub Copilot.
We use GitHub. We've been
The
using GitHub
VS
Copilot.
Code has its own thing where you can just plug in any AI. So I went and bought the GPT, whatever, and then I just use that now, and it acts just like it's the exact same thing like Copilot. But yeah, those are. That's
I want to play around with that because I was listening to a podcast of a guy talking about his workflow, trying to play around with one of those, and it was like, that's
I use it a lot.
impressive.
Like if I want to plan something or if I'm planning or debugging, it's great because it'll just offer you things that you're just not thinking about. It takes out, takes research out, like the busy work of researching something.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, you'd
Yeah.
end up like scraping a dozen different websites or forums to figure out like how to do something or fix something.
Or you're like, I did this once before. I just don't remember. I gotta
Like,
find the.
Even
which code I
fixing
did
something
that in.
like, hey, I got this error now, like fix it for me, like /fix, and I throw in a stack trace, and if there's enough information, it'll say, oh, it's because
Yeah.
you're instantiating something wrong, or you're using this incorrectly, or you're missing this library.
It's pretty, yeah.
So as far as like, it just takes the busy work out of my workflow.
And then it like will offer like here's how I would restructure it. So you throw some code in there. It wouldn't like replace your code, but it says here's what you can do, and you go, oh, I see what you're doing. I can do it easier than you did.
Yeah, because it won't.
And you
it's
just
not
do it
allowed to
through
replace
it.
your code, but
Yeah.
But it'll like if you ask, hey, clean this up, like clean up my POM file, or clean up my configuration, or this class, and like, oh yeah, here's a more optimized way, with best practices. You kind of have to say it. I don't know if it assumes best practices, but I always say with best practices, keeping best practices in mind, clean this up or optimize it, or how can I improve it?
Yeah.
So I've been using it a lot. It's been about a month that we bought a bunch of licenses, and some of the devs are piloting it, and so the state's willing to pay money for it, and I guess it's okay. It satisfies their security because they're pretty strict as well at the state.
Yeah, like if you run your own version of Copilot, it removes all those security concerns. And so our company installed their own Copilot and licensed it so that none of our code goes out.
Right.
So they're like, okay, you can use that. I haven't tried it yet because all of the other security breaks my VS Code every other day anyway. So like I can't keep an extension installed anyhow. So why would I bother with Copilot if they can't even keep like the Python extension installed? Because their other security breaks all of that every week. They fix it. They make me really safe. I'm really safe.
Well, if you can't do any work, you're super
if I
safe.
can't do any work, I'm really safe.
Here's another use case that I had recently, because I was upgrading. I had to upgrade a bunch of. I'm working on this one application that uses Struts 2, which is 20 years old, and it doesn't use any. It wasn't using hardly any Spring framework, and so I just put it in the AI and say, hey, I need to.
That's a Java thing, right?
Yeah. Basically, I want to upgrade this and this and this, or I want to upgrade my application to this and this and this, right? Using these libraries, and like, what do I need to do? And it just lays out all the steps. Like, okay, first step is to,
I wonder if my guys could fix our React problem that way.
These are the libraries that you need, and it also
So smart.
it also like.
None of my team knows any React or JavaScript, but we have this app we've got to upgrade to remove fix libraries, and it requires a code change, and we're all like, can we borrow a React developer from another team?
Run it through the AI, because that's another thing another developer's working on, because we're migrating from this Informix database, which I've never heard of. I don't know if you've ever heard of Informix. Upgrading from Informix to Postgres, and he'll use AI to like regex find all these places where he needs to
Change the queries and
do
stuff.
change exactly, and he's been working pretty good for him. Because it's obviously that's better than the search and replace, because you could make it a little bit more complicated, the AI regex, and it'll just look through and come up with all here are the files, and here's some changes that you can make. So anyway, when I ran it through, it would give me all the steps, like here's the steps, and try this, try that.
It's so much smart. Like it's changed a lot. Like just the last year, it's improved so much. So like, it's like not really making as many bugs. Like it's
Right,
like and it's
yeah,
it's
it's
live
better.
now. You know what I mean? It's connected to the
Yeah.
internet live now, and we'll search through just repositories, public repositories. It'll just figure stuff out live
Yeah, I mean,
instead of going off of 2020
people think,
information.
and a lot of people will, ask me, oh, you're in development, right? You're in software. What do you think of AI? And my answer has always been the same, and it probably will be for a while. Is AI is not going to replace us anytime soon, because there still needs to be that human element, because we still gotta put it together. It's not going to be perfect. You still gotta,
You still have to ask
still
it
gotta
things.
build
It
it.
always has to start with a prompt.
yeah, you still gotta build it. You still gotta put it together. You still gotta check it
Mm-hmm.
for accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's times where it'll give me, like if I ask for a debug prompt and it'll give me an answer, and I said that doesn't work, and it'll try it again, something different, that didn't work, and eventually I have to just find in my own answer.
Right.
It's rare, it doesn't happen,
Yeah.
but sometimes I do have to find it myself.
A
But
couple
still,
times I've
it
used
takes-
it. That's what I've.
It takes out so much. It just saves a lot of time, though. I think that's the
Yeah. It's
that's
more.
the big benefit.
I've been using it mostly with like when you start a new thing, like you're starting a change. You're like, okay, I'm ready to do
Yeah,
this next
perfect.
phase. Like it gives you such a great like overall scope. Like here's the libraries
Exactly.
that'll do this. It'll be
It's
compatible with this and
perfect
this.
for boilerplate.
Yeah, and
The
like it'll get you
stuff.
started and going, and like it's pretty good at like figuring out some things. But like if you're like, yeah, it's like when you get really detailed,
You still-
like this specific line, there's a bug in here, and it goes, oh, like it will start getting weird, and sometimes it doesn't do it right because it doesn't know the full context.
Yeah, it's still so
But, like,
helpful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
someday. But even then, yeah, you always need humans to like verify it and like even prompt it to tell it what to do. It's never gonna
if
make.
anything, it's just gonna make. And I've heard somebody make the joke like, I don't want AI to. Like, I don't want AI to. How did they put it? Like, make. I don't know, like something about not making my life easier, but just doing the mundane things. Like, I don't want it to take over and do everything. I just want it to do the mundane things.
So recently I've been thinking about it in terms of back in the 60s and 70s, the way you'd program is you would do a command that would like pull from memory, put it in a registry. The next command does a mathematical equation on that registry. Next command, right? All these assembly things, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what the programmers were. Well, somebody was like, what if we could just write in kind of an Englishy kind of way and something just like turn it into the assembly for us? And do you think like were the programmers back then going, a compiler? C. You mean
That's gonna
you
put
mean
us out
I
of a
won't
job.
you mean that's gonna put us out of the job and I won't know what's going on in the registry and on the heap and on the stack line by line. I'm not gonna know what the compiler turned my code into. And then at some point, we're doing, well, let's have a virtual machine, a virtual compiler running. We'll do an even higher level set of English. And you just kind of tell it this thing, we'll have a virtual thing, kind of turn it into another language that later also gets turned into the base language where we also, and I was around in 99 and 2000 when that was happening. And I don't remember us going, whoa, wait a minute. I'm not gonna know what the JIT compiler is turning it into for my my intermediary language. I don't know what that's gonna look like. I don't know. I can't lose that control. But I do go, Ruby on Rails, you gotta be shitting me. You mean I just tell it in a command line, make me a REST app, and it's just gonna do all the things poorly and slowly. It's just gonna do all the things like, no. There's no way in hell I'm doing that, which I did have to do for a while. But I'm not doing that nonsense. Is AI, is Copilot, the next iteration of like, here's the architecture I want.
Yeah, which way
I
is it
can
gonna go?
speak in terms of the architecture I want. I can speak in terms of like the orchestration of my container and in my dependency injection I want, and I can talk to you in terms of what the data structure looks like in the end. Go look at this YAML file. This is what I want the data structure to look like, or JSON or whatever. And I go, here's all the pieces I want it to do. And I'm going to tell you I want microservices, and I want them split this way. And I want you to split compute heavy resources into this microservices, GPU heavy resources into this microservice, because it's going to run a machine learning thing. And if I do enough prompt like that, am I going to be okay with it creating those two services just on its own?
I'd say yes. I
Pretty
mean,
close.
you'll have to polish it. You know, like you might have to do
What you
a
do
little
is
bit of the lifting.
I
write up
expect
all
90% unit testing.
you write
I
that
expect
all,
this unit
Oh,
test framework.
I imagine.
I expect
I imagine that's the
Wait, wait, wait.
huge benefit.
That's-
It's going to be unit testing.
so you
And
have
that's
to
gonna
put
be
that in
awesome.
like a document, right?
Right.
The to-do
if I did
document.
if I did
So
the
it can
architecture part,
reference that as its context, but then you have to ask it one question at a time. That's very key. You don't do they suck with compound stuff because
Right.
what it ends up doing is like it has a limit
Yeah,
of it,
it
its
but the
response.
agents they're talking about, the agents and pipelines, if
Right.
I create the correct architectural documents in the
Right.
first place, my Visio diagrams, my
Yeah.
what's the database one, CMDs or something like that. I can't remember that acronym. But if I create my half dozen correct architecture documents and I've built the correct agent and pipeline, and I go, here's the microservices I need, it's got to follow these, and this is the libraries I expect to use, and I'm limited to certain versions of certain things. I can't use Python 3.13, it's not approved yet internally. I can use up to 3.12, do these things, building my microservices. And here's the 6 documents as reference. Well, the pipeline and the agents go, okay, we need, your database schema looks like this. Here is the flyway migration scripts that will build this database schema. No problem. It looks like your Python is limited to this. Okay, let's create a Docker image that already brings the base Docker image of Python 3.12.4, right? Automatically start that as the Docker file. Do your apt-get installs, your updates, another Docker file. Create all that for me as the agent.
Recently.
Right.
My co-pilot basically gave me my Docker file.
I should
And
be
it
at
pretty
some
much
point,
did-
maybe
and
not yet.
And I didn't have to change hardly anything. So,
It should be pretty close to where I can
It's-
do that sort of thing, right?
yeah,
Mhm.
definitely.
Mhm.
It's still
At
still,
that point, I may not need junior programmers, but then
That's
there's not going to be
That's
any
the next That's the other argument is it's not going to replace developers. It's going to replace junior developers.
And then they're never going to have any senior programmers, principal engineers, or architects because there was never any junior programmers.
That's an argument.
How do you get to a regular developer without having a junior developer first?
When they haven't gone through the 20 years now of fire, right? That I've gone through of like these architecture changes, they changed the name, but it's
Yeah,
always
but
still
I
microservices.
think, but to that argument, along the same vein, having the AI, which I actually call it like an assistive intelligence. That's what I'm calling it now, not artificial intelligence.
The book I was reading it talked about it in terms of
it's basically-
cyborg kinds of
it's
things. Like
basically
you've
my
got this
assistant.
you've got this relationship that you're communicating with and a dialogue
Yeah.
of we're working together through this as a cyborg.
So I would imagine, so along that same argument is so-called junior developers. If they use this AI, they'll have, I guess, leapfrogged a lot of the trial and error.
Is there a
that-
point in teaching junior programmers these days assembly?
Well, I mean, I learned
learned-
assembly in 2003
Yeah.
for I don't know whatever reason.
Yeah,
Other
but
than
who-
just to understand what your
Yeah,
code is doing.
yeah.
Your high level C. If you do
Is it
high
now
level
like
C,
cursive?
No, it's still used in machine code.
The people who are building compilers, people who are building like
like to still do you still need to? No, well, because
Is learning assembly, unless you're not building compilers, you're not
building.
building embedded. Is it like cursive?
No, I think it's more like I'm not, because cursive is it was never necessary.
Okay.
It was just,
okay.
It was just like
Good point.
Here's a pretty way.
Cursive was never.
If we write in cursive, everyone should be able to read it instead of like your chicken scratch that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Cursive was never necessary.
but I think.
My mom would beat your ass if she heard that. She loves cursive.
I don't know. I can't come up with another different.
There may not be
analogy,
an
but-
analogy, but it's like,
But
are they
But
gonna?
I would think AI should be able to just do just fine with assembly, like coding assembly language. I would think.
Right, and the junior programmer
trained
maybe
on it, I
doesn't
guess.
need, at some point, right? They're talking about we're not gonna have junior programmers
Right.
anymore.
It's like the argument also, or that.
But do we need to build
It's like the
classes
argument of,
and
like,
functions from scratch
It's
anymore?
like the argument of why haven't we gone to the moon yet in such a long time?
Yeah.
Well, it's because we don't have that technology building Saturn rockets anymore. You know, because we moved on to something else, and so nobody was trained up
in
to
doing
take
that.
over.
Mm.
So it'd be similar. We could get to a point where we can't do something because no one knows how to do assembly.
Right.
So people stop learning it.
Well, you get to the point where every company, because they can use AI, is just going to hire senior developers because they can take the place of 13 juniors while using AI.
But again,
No, but
again,
then
if
they
the
eventually
junior-
retire out, and so the juniors are never getting jobs and move on to a
But
different
if
market.
the juniors can leverage this AI, and again,
But why would a company hire that junior that
because
knows?
they're cheaper.
Not if they only have to hire one.
Hire one senior.
Yeah,
Can you have it? Will a junior be capable of using the AI at the same way a senior can?
yeah.
I think
That's the
more-
that's
I
the
think
thing
they
they'd
could
have
be-
to
That's
get
the
to.
that's the
That's what they'd have to get
that's
to.
that gap.
Well, I always think of the maybe this is way off, but like some of the nephews I end up seeing, like the sort of stuff that they're doing and being taught at school. Like I had a conversation with he's like 10 years old about Python and Pip and like because he's just learning it at school
Yeah.
in like elementary school. Like they're learning this stuff. They are so much further advanced, the younger generation, that I think that
Maybe their school district.
they right could be. I got a feeling.
Mine, they
that,
don't
like,
even teach how to
the
read.
younger brains are just going to something about them growing up with it. It's just going to be way more natural to them. Whereas for you and
Their
I,
brains are
we
flexible.
think way too hard about it because we have too much experience to cram into it. Whereas they'll know the shortcuts because they've lived with it and just know how to manipulate it.
Yeah.
easier.
Plus, we've been pushing coding pretty hard like the last 15 years.
Yeah, it used to be the 15 really, really nerdy kids in middle school were in a C class. And that was it.
Yeah, exactly. Like
That's
when
how
we were,
the
like,
early 90s was.
Right.
Late 80s, early 90s was like the 15 really nerdy ones took a C or C++ class in middle school. And that was it.
Yeah, and there's just the campaigns, the coding campaigns, out there. Yeah, let's code. Let's get everybody coding, and you see these companies opening these shops like, hey, come join Code Ninja, right?
Mhm.
Code for Kids, Coding Camp. They're just, there's just such a push.
I think you're overestimating the amount of push there is. I think it's still still in the minority of how many kids and people are a part of that.
Well,
As
compared to
Well,
us growing up.
compared to the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
So, but at the very least, the STEM push. There's a big STEM.
Well, but now
push.
they call it STEM A. STEM doesn't
What's
even mean
A?
anything anymore because they added art to it.
What's AR? Oh,
So if you add the humanities and
Were-
art
were
to
they-
STEM, we're not really talking about
STEM Ha?
STEM anymore.
STEM Ha.
Yes,
STEM
yes. So
we're
the at
sorry, we're
the
those-
middle at the
those our
elementary
kids-
school
Those are our kids feeling left
STEM
out.
night, they added like art and I'm like, this isn't. The
Okay.
whole point of STEM was to separate it from this stuff, and they're like, let's make it. Let's include the.
But they felt
arts.
left out.
Who's doing
They
that?
felt left out, so they like brought art into it. Like
Who's doing that? We're
it was at their elementary school
really?
across the street. Yeah,
Brookwood?
yeah.
Really?
Like you guys,
Well,
this is
anyway,
no longer.
The
They
point
missed the
is-
whole point of having STEM
The point is
separate from those.
I think we all can agree. The main point I think we should make is things evolve and change, and we should be able to adapt, right? Because you get these old timers.
I am the old timer.
No, when we were first starting out, I had these old timers like, sorry, all I know is Cobalt.
Well, we still run it. It's not COBOL anymore, but there's still. I
Or
still
not
run into that where
COBOL.
they're like,
But you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
this is all I know is, I can only do this. And like, well, can you do any web applications? Like, no, it's just, so like,
it's not even the old one.
you gotta adapt.
That's even young
so
ones
if you
who
can't
can't
adapt,
There's a lot that are just like, I only know this one language. This is the kind of programmer I am of this one language, and I will
it's
not
still-
and cannot learn anything
but it's still
else.
in demand. So I don't think you're okay there. But
We have
you just
we have some
you
of
just
those.
gotta be ready. You gotta have enough foresight to see
I am the old
to see
curmudgeon
the-
who's like
to see the end of the
Copilot.
bridge.
I don't need no Copilot. I got IntelliSense. That's good enough.
I got code completion.
I've got
I'm
IntelliSense.
alright.
That's way better than I used to have. When I started, there was no such thing. Right?
Till all of a
Visual-
sudden it tried to do too much and started
Visual
trying
Studio 5, that wasn't a thing. Like Borland Builder kind of brought in like you can build a Windows form in less than 6,000 lines of code.
What about before there was
And that was
even-
amazing.
Before there was even a visual editor.
That came
You
from
know,
Delphi and
You
Borland.
have to do like
Yeah, I was there for that transition.
like V or Pico.
It was so bad.
You know,
Yeah. And so like now that I have IntelliSense, it's like this is basically AI. I only have to type like the first 3 or 4 characters of my variable, and the rest just
Well,
shows
it's
up.
funny that you say basically, because yes,
he's still-
the basics of AI is the prediction.
IntelliSense is all I need. It's so much better than Notepad that I was using in 1999. Well,
until I type what I want and hit return intentionally,
Plus.
And then
and it
changes.
just like adds a giant block, and I'm like, screw this, and I turn off all IntelliSense
that's no way to.
because
I'm
that's what
allowed-
Visual Studio started
It's
doing.
allowed one word at a time. It can add one word, and
It's-
one word only.
You open
that's
up
my
you open up a
problem,
brand new install, and you hit enter at any point, and you're getting a full block of code
Yeah,
you did
it's like-
not intend.
Sometimes I'll forget. Okay, do I tab or
Is it
enter?
Visual Studio or VS Code isn't doing that?
I don't know about VS Code. I don't use VS Code very
Visual
often.
Studio, the full deal, gives
Yeah.
you no.
Gives you so much IntelliSense that
I
you
bet there's
can't, unless you fully type it out yourself in completion. It's going to add a whole bunch of stuff when you hit enter until you turn that all off. It's so bad.
I bet there's extensions that would put it in VS Code too, and I would hate it.
Probably. I mean, once you change it, it goes back to being like regular IntelliSense, regular. But like until you do that, it's attempting to write it all for you without doing anything.
I'm the old man.
Whether you
yelling-
want it to or
yelling at
not.
Clouds.
You're not that old. Come on.
He's pretty old.
You're only 1 year older than me.
Yeah, but he's Wes.
If you think about it, aren't you older than Dad was when he had me?
Yeah.
And now he's 80.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah. Something like that. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Is that this old?
I don't know, probably.
My dad's 81, which is kind of strange because 80 sounds old, but you look at him like,
No, your
Doesn't
dad's
look-
fine.
doesn't look
Yeah,
like
they
an
don't
80-year-old.
look
Like
that
your
old.
dad doesn't look like an 80-year-old.
No. People have tried to
But-
have him committed to a home already.
What? Who?
His,
His late wife.
the
former wife?
no, his current one.
Is this number 3?
No, this is the second one.
Oh, they're still together. I thought you meant.
That's the shocked look that we've had for the last 30 years.
Considering what you told me on the way over, like he just wants to. I would have thought
he's
he'd been on like the 5th one by now,
No,
trying to fix.
surely we would have abducted him and hidden him away somewhere after the first few, but like we can't get him away from the second one.
Sorry, Vaughn, if you're watching. We love you. We love you, man.
The abuse is kind of intolerable, and I tried to defend him once, and he was screamed at for 2 hours because I stood up for him once. It's pretty bad.
Intervention? Does that help? We tried. That's just. You really gotta read that. Listen to that.
I gotta listen to your book. It's bad.
Cause that, that's so sad.
So, board games.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that what we're here?
Okay, here we are. We're at Kel.
So
We're at Kel.
for those of you,
Or
who are
Kel's
just-
column.
for those that just joined
Yeah,
for the
yeah, right.
discussion, you're excused. We're gonna play our game now. But for those who
Timestamp
came for the
this.
game, thanks for
Those who
sticking
are
around.
interested in games, this is where you want to cut out.
Okay. All right, we
Can
got.
you do a flat marker?
Ready, go.
Oh yeah, that definitely leveled it out.
Yeah.
Did I do it?
Oh yeah.
That everyone wearing headphones is now gone.
High
That's
score.
right.
High score.
High
That's
score.
what I'm trying to do.
Hit the Superman.
Trying to get the
level.
high score.
Right. So we gave us how many extra
We're
points?
here.
10 or 5?
We gave us
health points.
10, that looked like. I got 24. I
Five.
I got 24. I think we only went up 5. It gave us
Oh.
It was
19.
giving us a lot to try and do this.
So
We
I think
are.
we're trying to go up this way to talk to brain people.
and what were we
Brain
trying
people
to,
in the tent.
what were
And
we
then,
trying
oh no, we're trying to get to the tent, not brain people. That's right.
because we
Tent.
wanted to do the tent first.
The magic tent
With the mirror.
with the mirror. But we also have an actual goal.
We're
There's
trying to
a
get up to the
village,
Bramblewood.
Bramblewood.
Yes, but
Which we
And-
have to
Was there-
figure
and
out
the
how to
Citadel.
get to.
any
And
other,
the old other Citadel.
any other side quests we wanted besides
That was
the mirror?
them. The magic tent and the old Citadel.
Yeah, I'd love to find his family. That'd be great too.
I don't think he cares about them anymore.
My family?
Yeah, you gotta.
Your sister-in-law.
They don't exist. I think it's a scam.
It could be.
You should look it up.
Of course.
I want to get over here, I think.
Do an internet search.
Yeah.
Do an internet search for them.
Have you searched for
I think
your
you,
family?
I think you did, and we still
Oh,
couldn't
yeah,
find
no one
it.
could figure it out. Yeah, oh, I did look it up.
We still couldn't figure out where it was.
So it's not in the FAQ.
I should really look up where this is. A strange mark.
I looked mine up at one point, and it was.
Strange mark.
I should
It
look it up real
was
quick.
obscure.
Does it say is it supposed to be on non?
I think at one point it said there was like a
Cards
city or something,
Well,
but I should look it up.
we got lost explorers.
Yeah.
We have failed miserably.
Hey, no, we're getting better. We're figuring this game out.
Okay, we're gonna go. Well, we want to start off going to Bramblewood, right? Or do we go to the tent first?
I think
Because
we go
don't
to
wanna
the
risk
tent
mirror.
first.
We really don't want to risk the mirror.
We have no idea how to get to the Bramblewood yet.
Okay, yeah.
So I think maybe go up to the tent,
The tent
and then
is
just
here
try to like
somewhere.
try to get over. Yeah, the tent's like up here,
Okay, let's do that.
or like trying to make our way this way on the other side of the bridge, which is like right here or something.
Should we start with the Edge of Peril one? Here we go. Bring it. About 100 paces away, an individual waves at you. If you'd rather go on your way, discard this. Otherwise, should we try one?
Good.
We kind of we're filling our oats here. We got lots of health.
This is this is the skull one?
Yeah. We try one once.
Okay. Yeah, if there's one we're going to try, let's try one with a skull on it.
Yeah. It's a wormwood dressed up like a people.
Okay.
Okay. We're gonna banish this. Can you read 454? out of the book, the great book.
Almost lost it.
Did you just eat a donut? There's donuts.
Help me! I beg you. I was walking alone when I heard a noise in the crevice I was walking by. That sounds right.
Sure. Yeah,
four,
it's
five,
just
four?
somebody waving.
Four,
Yeah.
five, 454?
Oh, that's
454.
yeah.
Okay. They grabbed anything they could. Oh wait, machines like spiders and as big as barrels came out. They grabbed anything they could and started pelting me. They meant to kill me for sure. I swear they tried to crack my skull. This must be a new weapon of the Worm Master. We are done for. You sit him down on a rock. Okay, so we're just talking.
Okay.
I'll take one.
Okay.
One.
A successful one?
One for one. One for one. I'm just gonna start saying that. One for one.
One for one. Ready?
Really? Alright.
Go for it.
What if you fail?
I can't fail.
Okay. You know what it is? Calm down and breathe slowly. I'm sure there's a logical explanation behind this. You find the right words and the man calms down.
Because I'm eloquent. I'm good at speech.
And you have really good
Fine.
hearing.
5, 3.
And I hear real good.
What was that?
I-
Did you hear that?
Not you, but I hear real good.
That's still so funny.
I fall for it every single time.
Did you hear that?
I fall for it every single
If
time.
you said yes, then
That's pretty great.
5, okay. You asked the man about the machines that attacked him. On second thought, maybe they weren't targeting me specifically. They were firing in all directions. I didn't have time to see what was happening. I did notice that they were marked with an emblem, an hourglass in their gear wheel. And to think that I stumbled on those dreadful devices when I was looking for Kirillin for my amulet workshop. Never heard of it? It's a semi-precious stone, purplish, slightly luminescent. I wonder I make my most beautiful amulets with it. Okay, we get +1 of knowledge.
I think we've had some of that before.
And if we have an amulet workshop, which
We do.
Yes. Take 2 49 cards.
I feel like we had it. We have had like a gem of
two-
some
We
kind.
had a
049
purple
cards.
like gym thing once, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember that, but all right.
And like
We
the
had one.
and like the first threat, we had like a gem that we were just carrying around with us forever. We didn't know what to do with.
All right. 247.
Yes, I can find that number because I am good at counting. I am good at numbers.
So
That was beyond. So we take one of the 4s. Those are 4s, right?
Mm-hmm.
And replace it with a scary one. How
I
about
think-
that?
I think we need to start angling up at some point.
Yeah. I think we've been to that house before too.
Yeah, we have.
Does anybody want to do the moving? Does anybody want? All of us want hand cards.
Yeah, probably.
Matter?
Why does it like this?
I'll move.
You'll do it?
Okay.
Whose turn?
3, right?
No, just one to go into here. It'll cost 3 to get out.
Oh, okay. Then,
Do we want to?
Go up. Start.
Do
Start
you
going
want
up.
to? Do you want to check on the house?
Oh,
sure, I'll do it.
We got some.
yeah.
1.
293.
Oh, stunning blow. Darn it.
There we go. Now it's not delayed. Camera's been goofing. Hang on. Just resetting the camera.
I hate when you
It
get those
seems
kind of
the only
delays.
way to reach the building is to swim across. Oh, That seems.
That seems dangerous for us.
I'm unwilling to risk the mirror on such an endeavor.
Plus, it's kind of spendy.
Yeah.
There's gotta be.
I'm not that interested.
I remember us coming across it and we were really excited and it didn't feel like it was anything, but
It wasn't worth it. Sometimes it's not worth it. You'd think it would be, considering the cost.
I have a feeling, I would assume it's probably related to some kind of side quest that we just don't know about.
Yeah.
So we've only got one side
Yeah.
quest, right?
Yeah.
We don't even have the one, right?
We have one, but I don't
Just
think
the one?
it's. It has to do with like the berries, looking for berries on like permanent cards.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and apparently there's a
Because-
couple ways to start this, but one of them is there's a cart by water bank that has the symbol, and this is
We
like
were only there,
this is like
once.
and this is like a multi-part quest.
We were only there once.
Yeah. But apparently there's like a cart out front, and the symbol's on the cart or something.
Which way do
But
we
we
want?
just didn't see
I think we
it.
go this way. Yeah. I mean, the whole time I've only been like kind of remembering to look for that symbol.
Yeah.
The area is divided by old irrigation canals filled with icy water. Either balance or navigation action. 2 for 5.
Chained.
So it's got this. So that means it's
Chained.
but it's got the black, the star on the black. That's different. Does
Well,
mean
that just means you don't have to complete it in
all
one
at
go.
once, right? Okay.
I mean, you'll still do a fail
It's
every
not-
time you fail.
That's not what we call a compound, right? It's
No. Well, it is a compound action.
It just happens to have only one step.
Yeah.
Okay. So 2 for 5. Over multiple
And
attempts.
chained. Which we probably don't want, the
Balance.
bad thing. It's probably gonna
Let's
hurt us,
see, it
break a
says
leg.
You slip into the water and drenched and freezing cold. So yeah, we would take a 001, which is probably
Exhausted or something maybe. Or sick.
yeah.
I don't have anything that would,
Balance or
and the skills right
navigation.
here technically.
Oh right. Okay, I don't have balance either.
Anybody else have balance or navigation? My personal quest
I think I
sucks.
got rid of my balance.
I don't think it's possible. It starts underground,
Oh,
I forgot
Oh.
that
which we were at once.
the labyrinth.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
But is there more than one place to be underground?
I think there's multiple labyrinth entrances, but
And this one thing says there might be more ways, but it's like underground, do this thing. Then you have to randomly find the terrain card that was this or this, and it's in between like the turtle and the sick people over here. And then if you find that terrain card, then you have to do the right barter thing with this. Then you have a 1 in 6 chance during a dialogue to have a card that will finally say the keyword. That's
Oh
not.
my
That's not
I
going to
think
happen.
after all that, thered be a big payout, but
That's not.
You
The,
know,
all the
big river
randomness
hope.
that would have to happen within
Yeah.
one threat for
it's-
that to.
it's a-
That's not going to happen.
should we try to go around this, off to the side, or do we want to try to muscle our way through that?
How bad is it?
Chain 2,
not
5.
bad. It's just if we don't, we get sick. Probably.
Oh.
Which I mean, I'm willing to get sick. You know.
Aren't you still?
Let's go
you-
for
You
it.
don't have any weaknesses at the
yet,
moment. Aren't you trying to collect all 4?
I need to. I would need to. Yes. I'm just gonna go for it.
None of us can do our personal quest.
Plus, I got.
I have a hard time finding a post that just goes through the whole quest. Most of them are just like, hey, it was hard. It took me a while to activate the first one. Thanks.
Chain 2.
And after you do it, there's like a couple routes you can go down. I did C. Oh, I did B. It's like, well,
I need 5 stars.
what was that?
Spoil it, folks. Provide the spoiler.
1, 2,
Some people are just not helpful.
4, 5.
Do they? They must not know that they're not providing information,
All right. Let's see if I could get.
right?
1, 2,
They're,
3, 4,
it's a
5.
group of people.
Yeah.
I'd say like 90% of the population that they don't realize they're not being helpful.
1. And
Yeah.
a half.
When they communicate, they realize they don't know that they have nothing useful coming out.
Yeah.
Okay, the chain.
1 star, 1 star.
The chain means I can only use 2.
Yeah.
5. Yeah. So at most I can have 3 if I'm lucky. Okay.
That's what.
There we go.
Do you have like anything that'll give you?
Can't give it. I don't have a plus. No.
So you can get 2 with that.
But maybe there's some good ones you can put in your hand that would be helpful later.
Oh, you can get 3
I
with
can't
that.
put any in my hand.
Use that one instead of the one that you got. Gives you 3 stars out of the 5.
Okay.
And immediately when you did that, you
couldn't draw a better card though.
That's your best.
That's your best combo.
Yeah.
Unless you've got the
Unless you
lucky.
use chained. Oh yeah, the lucky.
But even that would only get you 3 still.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's down to 2.
And
But
you
I
get a
still-
0-0-1.
But I still do. I still slip. I
Yeah, you still fail.
Okay, which is fine.
You failed.
What if,
But you gained. What?
is it just
No,
the
zero.
two?
Oh my gosh. That's
We
not
just
right.
have 2 left. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
for
just a 2.
I'm guaranteed to get it.
You are?
Awesome. Do it.
Yes. I'm very, very lucky.
Okay.
You're really tired.
Because I have,
Aww.
You need a nap.
because I'm intuitive. I'm very, very lucky.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay. What's this? Woo. Ooh.
Oh, you intuitive.
Yeah.
Intuitive is pretty great.
You managed to cross them all and take a 150.
Alright.
And then reveal the terrain card. 269.
Nice.
Wait, we get a 150,
Yeah.
He does.
and what's the train?
269.
Whoa.
I should put my
And you
glasses back
focus.
I'm focused. Wow, dude.
You're, oh, that's not
Intuitively
No, this is
focused.
just like, I don't understand.
It's permanent.
I'm just great.
a permanent blessing.
Yeah.
I wish it would. You'd think it would say blessing, then permanent, right? But
Let's get out
not
one
even-
of these.
Well, it's the locked icon up here. Or no, it's not. It's
Yeah?
But it,
good. No.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's no keyword on it.
It's a permanent modification.
Yeah.
What do you
I got brains from the Wizard of Oz.
It's getting spendy. Oh look, we've got that. What does that do again? Gives us health,
Yeah.
and then, so if we eat while on that, then
We have
get
to already
free.
have a way of eating in order to activate that. That's fine. I'm gonna go north.
You're gonna move us?
Please.
Yeah. Oh, it takes 3.
Everyone else,
anyway.
it costs 2.
I want something good in my hand.
Yeah, me too.
It's okay. That's not great.
Inspiration.
That one's good.
I think at this point we still want to try to go up if it'll let us, unless we're not far enough away from the bridge. Right? I can't.
Oh. Well,
Because we're just trying to be on the other side of the bridge that'll let us go up
it,
to get up to the tent.
we kind of want to.
It
We don't
forces
know
us to
exactly,
zigzag.
but we do want to kind of go
Well, it'll-
zigzag up that way.
Won't it force us to zigzag once we start going up that way?
I think if we're not past the bridge, it will make us go that way. If we're really far that way, it'll make us start going up. But I don't remember where the tent is really. I know it's by the brain people.
It's above the brain people.
Okay.
It was like directly above.
Sounds right.
I think they're farther that way.
Think so? Should we go this way?
I think so.
Okay. It has been raining heavily, and you have spent the day wading through icy water. If you're playing the bottle scenario, like milk bottle,
Milk bottle?
it's look like a milk jug, old-fashioned milk jug. Otherwise,
Like this?
by evening, just like that.
I
Okay,
used to have a
like a
band
moonshine.
where we would play moonshine
Oh
and
yeah.
a saw. Wow.
Back when you played with hoops and sticks too.
Who played the fiddle, the mouth harp? I mean.
So I had the Jew harp.
Oh,
Matt played the
sorry,
jug.
Jew harp. Okay.
Wait, this is like a real story. Wait, You
Yeah.
did this one time, actually.
Oh, he's a core memory for him. You're unlocking a core memory.
I mean, not me and Matt used to screw around with some stuff, but I've never had a Jew harp.
Okay, I apparently get really sick from the rain.
That's the.
Yeah.
Sounds just like that.
I'm close enough that people who know what it is will know what I'm referring to.
296.
That's about as good as that sound is. You actually have one, don't you?
I do. 296.
Could you go get it
No, it's
for
buried.
show and tell time? Do you need
Ew.
help looking for it?
I mean, I have a couple boxes I could probably look in that it's probably in, but I'm not about to go dig through them. But yes, I do have one of those. Was I ever any good at it? No.
Food is here.
All right. It takes a lot of movement for us to get off of this as well. What's this thing? Should we at least have a look? Let's have a look. 278. At least gander at what that
Little
is.
gander. What's over there?
It's a little. It's gonna be one of them teeth worms. Why is there two of them? Is it really 278? Now I'm worried.
What'd you do?
I don't know. There's two options.
I'll pick the good one.
You decide to take a shortcut over the rocks that are woven through the area, jumping nimbly from one to the other. If you'd rather go on your way, discard this. Okay. You're stopped by a metallic squeaking emanating from the crevasse. You carefully bend down and discover a strange creature, made half of glass and half of copper. It is stuck in a crack from which it is trying in vain to free itself.
That doesn't sound good.
I want one.
We don't want you involved,
You don't want me involved?
because you have a weakness. Wait, it's the same. Yeah, we don't want you involved because you have a weakness.
Guess what, guys?
Chicken butt?
I found.
You found out how to do yours?
No, I found a map of the world.
Of all of it?
A lot of it. These people put together a map in a spreadsheet with like keywords on each square.
Huh.
That's cool.
The pink tent is just two.
Are we close?
You will not believe. Can you guess where it is?
Here?
No.
Here.
Is it like
It
right
is-
here?
It is as close as you're pointing, but not. That's the wrong direction.
What?
Oh,
It's up
Is
here.
it down here?
it's showing it right here.
It's right here?
That's
No,
not correct.
That's not the pink tent.
What?
That's the bridge.
Pink tent.
372. Wait, because of what it's tied to?
There's hills.
Wait, but that says what cards we're on. It doesn't say what cards are
We're
next
on-
to it?
Yeah, if
Calls
calls
column.
column and then two up, pink tent requires mirror plus mystic. So there's hills,
No way.
but this might block. So I have to look at the legend.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe that.
I don't know. We'll find out.
I
I mean,
wanna
I'd be
find
kind
out.
of try, but
Well, there could be.
Permanent event. Okay, it's a permanent event. Come back. Anyway, that'll be interesting.
Wait, look at. But it's telling the card numbers that they are, right?
Yeah. So what's to the right is
Well, make sure the Kells one
Ruins.
is 238. Make sure the Kell one is 238.
238.
Oh, shit. 191.
Ruins 247
Pink tent requiring mirror.
plus 3 movement 269.
really,
We were that far off.
No
And then
way.
this
I
is
don't. I have a hard time believing that.
No way.
I have a distinct memory of trying to come back down towards the brain people.
Yeah, it was like off to the far end.
Like we had gone past the carbon line and we were trying to come back down towards the brain people,
Yeah.
and we ran into the tent. Unless there's two,
What if it goes in one and comes out the
To the
other?
teleport,
it's a teleport to higher up on the map.
it like goes from here to here.
Like jumps you up or
If you
down.
got a mirror, you can teleport.
Ooh.
That could be it.
Or you
Well,
jump
let's
through-
explore this.
Hold on. I'm
Oh yeah, you're
I'm
doing
trying
something.
to
Can you hurry
free
up and
a
do the
little
thing?
creature from the crevasse. I'm trying to math this just right.
Okay.
One, two, three, four,
The bridge,
five.
though, is showing the bridge right next to it. This is the
Maybe that's really what it is, though. It's like a teleporting tent, and the other one really is up there.
Let's look.
Yeah.
Let me look. You think it's further north?
Here we go. Come on, baby. Oh, glorious. I didn't need to use this many cards. Jeez.
How many did you? Oh, you just needed a bunch of flags.
2 flags automatically gave me 2 successes, so this is already 3. I need 6 though. 3, 4, 5. Oh my hell. It's like just raining stars.
Raining stars. Hallelujah.
5, 6. I don't even need to use that card. Okay, I did a 6.
Nice.
You managed to extract the piece of Alembic. Take a 49 card.
An Olympic.
And a 587. What should be what you
Got an Olympic?
Another Olympic piece.
Some piece of this is
Where were those at?
not going to be useless. Okay,
Well, I don't think they're over here.
banish this.
You showing these?
You don't have the Olympics? I need the one with the
The weird cap,
weird cap.
the cone.
You don't have the Olympics?
It looks like
I just got.
It's not inside. It's not them.
Is that it?
It is them.
Oh, what the?
Give me the one with the hat.
Oh.
Oh, it's in the wrong spot.
That one.
We've never gotten that one before.
Yay!
Oh.
Yes.
It's like a
We might do the Olympic thing.
what do they call it?
We're gonna succeed at something, right?
Maybe.
It's like a distilling thing.
It is like I looked up. Olympic was a foreign word to me when we first did this. It really means like a distillery.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thanks. Love these guys.
I'm gonna use that later to sound smart.
Yeah.
I need all the help I can get.
You have mini conversation. You're gonna use it in the right context.
You bring-
or-
No, absolutely not.
We go,
But I'll have proof that it's a word.
You
You go compete in the Olympics.
Were you
Yeah.
about to say you use it to conversate?
Don't conversate with Olympic.
It's like a mini
Okay,
Olympics.
do
It's just an Olympic.
do your thing, whatever you were doing.
You Olympics certified.
Just do whatever the hell you're gonna do.
Whatever you were gonna do.
You come across a shepherd looking for his sheep. My animals have been frightened by something. If you help me find them, I'll donate 2 of them to the Citadel. We can go on our way if we want, but we can do a looking or compass action. This is a compound action where we got to do a whole bunch of looking around. But the first one is not chained. 2 cards for success.
For success.
Minimum of 2 cards, no chain. So I could just spend a bunch on the first one. I don't have anything that would help later on. And hope I get 4 stars out of 5. I'll lose a bunch of cards if I fail, but yeah, that should be fine.
You're gonna try to
I
do the
believe
first
in
one?
you.
Yeah. That's some pretty good combos. 1, 2. It's 5. So yeah. I nailed it. So we found some tracks. Just takes us down to the next one, which is chain 2 for success.
Ooh.
Anybody got anything that would help with that one?
No. Maybe. We got a +1 I could pull out and use.
We're really trying to find some sleep. Okay.
Well, it's blocking us from going that way, so.
Okay, so
Oh, it says discard this.
Oh, yeah.
We don't care. We don't care about you and your sleep.
well, yeah, but we've already.
Yeah. Chain 2, success 4.
So I got a +1. I'll go for it. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll leave that.
Might as well get a few more stats and something else since we've been doing nothing but like
Oh wait, it's all one.
influence.
Yeah,
Dumb
that's
This
production.
one- yeah. So we have at least a little bit of it.
1, 2, 3.
I'm assuming that's what it's going to give us.
Yeah. We gonna eat them.
Need some sleep.
Nice. Not as nice.
There's 2.
You're getting cursed.
So I could do 3. Not enough. Not enough. Oh, it's only one off.
Because that does chain 3.
There's one away is all.
Actually, I could have played that while I was.
Will a symbol help you? Let's say I'm involved and I can give you a wild card symbol. Do you have anything that helps with? Probably not. You have plenty of symbols.
Okay, so it knocks it down to 1.
And then you.
Take 2 0, 4, 9 cards.
Already? Because we failed?
And
You only
discard it.
managed to find a couple.
Oh, and we didn't
shoot.
find. Oh, we didn't find enough of them.
Shoot.
Okay.
+1 production is what we missed out.
Oh, well.
But at least we get that, I guess.
No, yeah. They're still helpful.
Alright.
And then we need a 1/9/1 card.
We feel good about ourselves too.
Yeah.
We feel really we're good people and we help people.
Yeah.
How dare you?
We need a dustbuster.
Did he spill on your
All
table?
over my
I
table.
don't think that part is Brandon's table.
I don't know how to get to that side to clean that or fix that, so it's gonna be like that for the next like 5 years, or however long this lasts, until you bring your own vacuum.
I do have a dustbuster. I might just bring it.
Stuck under a level.
No, it's a little handheld. The Dirt Devil
This
is the
doesn't
red
make sense.
bigger
Oh.
one.
Yeah, your map is falling
I
apart.
think ours was Dirt Devil
We
Brand.
can't go there, which means it must be.
Wait, what?
Which means this isn't going to connect to here either. This isn't going to allow us to go.
This would just allow us to
This
either
isn't
go
going
up
to let
or
us come over here.
You
no.
might have to go up and then down. I don't know.
No, there's not. There wouldn't be a piece
There
here.
would be a.
I don't know.
Unless it just goes up to the next available space, which is like up here somewhere maybe. Like all of this is empty along here until we come across the next like available one. But then your grid starts to not make sense on an Excel sheet.
Maybe. Sorry for the false
Hey,
hope.
look! It tells us where to take Bertha's shield too that we never found. Well, we found the shield, but we didn't know how to find Bertha again.
Ryo Bone.
And I just saw it, and now I lost it again.
Now we'll never know.
We lost Ryo Bone.
There's the mental prison people. Stone slab.
They're especially good. Okay, let's just.
I'll start going
Well,
up this
but
way.
we're trying to. That is what we want to find the tent.
Sorry, I don't know. I thought I was trying to make it easier, but
I know, and this has to be.
I mean, it's somewhat accurate, but not completely reliable, obviously.
Because if this is the bridge,
That's probably the bridge.
did it seem like
There
we could
might be a
continue
mistake.
this way from the bridge?
No.
So there must be a gap, right?
So maybe
Does
it's
this say-
up and over one.
Let's go here, and does it say something about do not enter pool? Right?
I don't know. Let's
Let's verify the
Okay.
Let's do
accuracy
some
of this
exploring.
tile.
What this means is like this is a permanent event for this. So it's pointing
Oh, it
to that. It's
is.
a permanent event pointing to
You think?
3. Well, that's what the legend says. If we were to go to the
So-
legend, see
Per event for.
permanent for that permanent event for X. That's kind of how they're.
Oh, so it does go here, but it's a permanent event for this tile.
And their gray ones are saying believed to be dead space, possibly permanent event. It's not completely.
Okay.
It's not complete. There's still some
That makes sense though.
like there's still some
If it's
gaps.
a permanent event for this square.
yeah.
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 Right. Okay. So the terrain and then the permanent event.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what.
That'll work.
That must be. Good.
That'll work.
You feel a dull rumble under your feet. Before you can react, a dozen burrowers, the legend of your arm, spring up from the ground, or the length of your arm. Jeez. Burrows the length of your arm spring up from the ground.
My arms are legend.
Legendary.
God damn it. We have to do a ninja move with the mask symbol. Or if you have a card with the keyword weakness, which you do,
Yeah.
it is a chained 1/3 success. So it's harder because you have a weakness.
Everybody's involved.
It's a mandatory group action.
Darn it.
So
Okay.
we have to do a chained 1/3 success.
Chain 1 3 success.
Do we have a good shot at that? I do.
I have nothing free right now.
I don't have any ninja skills right now.
I got nothing that really helps me.
Oh, wait, no, that's not a ninja mask. This is a bear trap.
Intuition. Oh, you can't do that, can you? Can you do intuition on the mandatory?
Yeah.
During
You
the
can do during
Yeah,
any
I've already
action.
checked on this. It's
No,
not
nothing
gonna
good
help.
enough. Well, we could
The
use
active
your-
players whoever revealed this,
What about this?
that sucks.
Oh, the active players, whoever's revealed this? I missed
Because
that
I
part.
have a better shot at it.
Oh, so I have to do it.
Yeah.
But I don't have a weakness.
Right. Okay.
Or is it-
That's good.
Right. So you get
Only-
the.
So
you
I
get
just
the
read that.
As
chain
long as I'm
two
not
sis-
involved.
So I
Right.
can do the regular part.
Right.
I just didn't read all
Right.
of that top part. Okay.
Well, it's legendary.
You know, I tried to read it. I try to read a lot of things.
We got.
My brain don't work so well.
We got it.
Chain 2, 3 success.
I'm not reading.
Um,
Oh, yeah.
do you have anything where a symbols gives you stars?
No.
Okay.
And I could give myself a symbol, but that doesn't really.
I can too if you've got some way to.
No, not for the
Capitalize on
ninja
it.
symbol. We'll do this because that's a lot for the negative. I can get
How many?
It's a chain 2, 3
two.
success.
2 for 3.
And I can't raise the chain, so I fail. Okay. The worms detect your presence and rush towards you. Take a 173. Or hold on, is our ground shiver 7 or higher?
It is a 5.
Okay. Take a 173.
One or a 2.
2. Okay. We have a big old
it's a
fight, which I might just use my caltrops on. And beat. And I don't think that's considered winning the fight. I assume that's just considered running away. So we don't take whatever this card is.
That makes it go away. Yeah.
It's like this flight.
No.
Well, you use this as part of this action.
To just discard this.
Where the action can be seen unless it has a reach.
She doesn't.
Trait.
Mm-mm.
Discard this.
Let me see.
Not sure. I don't know if you consider that
Return
winning.
the card where the action can't be seen, and then discard this. So
We-
return that, discard this.
We
Yeah.
succeeded. What is this? It
if we-
says
if-
win?
It just means
If you win the fight against the burrowers, take a 435.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
I think you won.
Okay.
You stabbed
Is-
them all with metal
Is
things.
You
evasion
outsmarted them.
a winning?
This isn't even evasion, is it?
It was a battle of wits.
Is it evasion because you drop the caltrops and get away? Or did they run over the caltrops and stab themselves
And
to death?
die.
I guess it's left.
I guess I get a 435 card.
It's interpreted.
And you get to return that.
Let's say you killed them.
I like it.
Yeah, I mean, you could interpret it that way for sure. Just as
In the
easy as
adventure
other
deck,
way.
move the Edge of Peril divider behind the first gold adventure card that is found beyond the next number divider.
Beyond the next numbered divider?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. First gold.
Bacon.
First gold.
What number are we at?
That was the
That
damage.
puts us
Is it
to
junior?
223.
Okay, then we don't have to do anything else.
This was a small bacon burger.
Because we're not far enough.
Then a 340.
Are we
This
trying
and
to
two hot
keep
dogs.
the
340.
peril from happening, maybe?
Well,
Like, have it not progress too far, maybe?
12 or 11 or something.
it
Yeah.
allows us to take another card or a 49 if we're beyond a certain point. So maybe we are trying to move it. I don't know.
Your health, we move it when we're successful, which makes it seem like we're keeping the peril at bay.
You
Yeah,
think?
we're moving it to the edges of the map.
There it is.
Huh.
Is that really where it was?
What the heck?
That's not very.
I don't remember it being there.
It's not very.
I remember it being okay. I guess that's where it was though.
So.
But
pretty
Kel really is.
pretty useful.
Our Citadel's like over here.
Yeah,
We're
'cause,
pretty far east, but
yeah,
I thought it
'cause
was
we
farther
teleported,
north than this.
remember?
Real quick.
I thought it was farther north than this.
Hmm.
Well, okay.
We must be really close to
Yeah,
the
Kel's
eastern
column is
side.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Away from the
It's,
Citadel.
it's 6 squares.
I can move
Like,
us.
our
It's
Citadel's
6
like over here.
Yeah.
It's gonna cost everyone else 3 cards.
3?
It's gonna cost me 4.
Ooh, intuition. I'll take it.
Oh, yeah, because we can still keep one of them, right?
Right.
I like that.
Okay, 372.
Okay, Mr. Mirror
Do
Man.
we care about this real quick? 291. What is that, like pawn stuff?
Almost like a footprint filled with water.
But it's just like in a corner. Like, we can't go anywhere from
I entered the tent.
Hold on. Okay.
372.
3.
I hope it's something exciting.
What's our symbol for this threat? It's not 3
No, it's
butterflies, right? Okay.
No, it's
All right.
So we have to come back at the butterfly time.
they're antlers.
Yeah.
With
Well,
them.
it's bramblewood, so it's like a branch.
Okay.
We have to come back here when it's the butterfly scenario.
Okay.
When we have a mirror.
And we have to have a mirror.
Because those are so easy to get. And not accidentally break.
I don't remember us having a butterfly scenario before, so it's got to
I
be.
don't remember that either.
It's got to be in this one, right?
You'd think.
Your footsteps lead you to the vibrant colored tent. You cannot see what is going on inside, but you hear a man humming. Lift the flap to go inside, and you find yourself.
Those the
Those.
butterflies
Okay.
near the end.
Outside where you were just. Let's see. And you find yourself outside where you just were a moment ago. Strange.
Oh yeah.
You may not take the following action unless you have a mirror card. So it's a magic. Chain 2, success 4.
Summoning
And then we. Okay.
Just barely didn't choose a magic
2.
Chain
Card.
2, success 4.
Can I go back and pick this card instead of the one
There's
I
a,
picked
there's a mirror.
when I did my walking?
So,
Damn
who's
it.
gonna need the mirror then? Or whoever does it will need the mirror.
Well, I
You're gonna have to
just
find at least one other character's involved. I can do this.
Unless we could say we're all involved.
Yeah, this
I can succeed at this.
This has no weight to it, so it's
2, 4.
Go for it.
2
I-
for 4.
I-
2
yeah.
for 4.
This. Let's say I need. I have 3 successes already if I need them. So this isn't too bad.
Mr. Successful.
So
It
really
costs
just
it
need-
costs me some cards, but I can
If
anyway, and I can only do 2 chained anyways.
so, if 2 of those get your 3. Then
I need
or
a
your
success.
yeah.
Because I can consume 3, you can use 2 of these cards and the amulet, and I've got 3 already. Right?
Yeah, go for it.
4. Or
Surely one of these
Do
is
one more.
success.
let's do one more.
You think I need one more?
To minimize.
You're supposed to finish the quote. You think we need one more?
Yes. Is that the finish?
No.
No. What is that from a movie?
Yeah.
It's on the tip of my brain.
Do you think we need more?
Mm-hmm. Must have hurt.
You think we need more? I think we need one more. Okay, we'll get one more.
Or
Yeah,
maybe-
okay.
Yeah. oh, the oceans.
You think we need one more?
Oceans.
You think we need one more? We'll get one more.
Is it oceans?
Ocean's
Yeah.
11.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
Just a completely silent room. No one's actually saying anything.
It's like it's Brad Pitt and Clooney, and I think
Yeah.
only Clooney is talking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did a really
Brad
good
Pitt's just
Clooney.
look at
Actually,
him.
that was the what triggered it.
Yeah. It's like,
Does it how
you
he
need one
says
more?
it.
You think we need one more?
We need
We'll get one more.
I get it now. Just one more to make it.
Okay. Chain 2. I have 2 stars. 2 symbols already gets me 2 more stars. So I only have to use 1 hand card.
Well, you need flags.
Yeah, those count.
Oh, nice.
So those already did it for me.
So take a 3-3-1.
Okay.
Sorry, my intuition didn't pay off. Sorry.
We got this. I am going to have to recover soon. Aha! You've understood what kind of spell protects the tent. You raise the curtain once again, and this time, you find yourself outside once more, as if you had just stepped out. You're definitely having trouble working out this type of magic. Well,
Wait a minute. So
So we have to come back during the butterfly thing.
it's during the butterfly thing
Great.
with a mirror. Right? I mean, we're assuming the mirror part there because there's a card there with the butterfly. It's probably the mirror. Well, they never cease to disappoint
That would just
me.
go over top of it.
They let me down every time I think there's going to be something fun and clever that they've done.
Yeah, I was actually just about to say, this game would be better if it was littered with stuff like this.
Yeah,
So there was curiosities to explore along the way.
yeah. Instead, it was nothing. We were curious about it. That part worked.
Consistent curiosities.
They had
though.
the hook.
Not
Right? It's
random
like,
curiosities.
We want to go back and see whatever that was.
Uh-huh.
And then we're just not allowed.
well, at
Because
least,
it's not just the right time with just the right combination of
at
things.
least that's not.
Yeah.
Consumed.
It's like a bad tutorial.
Well,
It's like
I
they
guess
almost
Yeah.
knew how to entice you to continue on. And
Okay, what's
here's look,
next?
what other mysteries might you find and wonders you might possess.
now we go this way till we figure out how to get to the Bramblewood.
It's like when you play a new game and it's still like, you know how to, like, the first thing you do is you run around and jump, you know, WSD, and then it pops up on the screen. WASD to run around. It's like, you're like, I know. Didn't you trigger that I already did that?
That's what that means.
What?
Do not enter pool. They're saying don't bother with the pool.
What pool?
This pool.
That pool. It's a learning.
Did we go to that pool before?
Okay.
I
I
don't
don't
know,
know that
Pretty
we've
sure.
ever.
I'm pretty sure we did.
It's probably like a poison because it doesn't look very clean or enticing.
I am the disappoint.
Old man.
It's expensive to go back down, so maybe we just go straight across.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially since this doesn't lead anywhere, right?
We might have to go down and then over.
Let's see where.
We don't know how to get to the
let's see what
Brownwood.
that terrain.
That is old man in hut. DD initiation tree.
Immediately
Oh,
after this
the-
is revealed, if no involved character has the card with the keyword a companion, take a 13 card and try your luck.
So you don't have a companion?
No, we have no
I don't think
companions.
so.
We have failed every opportunity to get a companion. Okay, who's doing this?
I think me, because I revealed it.
Yeah.
Lady Luck is on your side. Thank goodness, because it would have broken my leg. The metal jaws of the burrow trap used by the Killian army have closed on your companion's leg. Wait, hold on.
If we have no companions, what?
Immediately after this is revealed, if no involved character has a card with the keyword companion, take a 13 card and try your luck. If Lady Luck is on your side, discard this immediately. Okay. If you are jinxed, do the thing. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Okay. You just didn't get clamped by.
The trap on my leg.
I'm glad your
176.
legs are fine.
Thank you. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Sorry, I had a vision. I saw a glimpse of a possible future.
I just screamed for no reason.
Yeah.
I can't breathe.
Oh.
What was that for? I don't know. I thought my leg was caught in a trap for a second there, but apparently not.
Okay, you've been eating way too
Well,
many shrooms.
I gotta say, I'm glad I found that map.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Please.
You would have wandered.
We would have wandered too far.
Okay.
I don't remember where we're actually.
Yeah. See, there's the.
We're just trying to go this far,
there's the chasm.
as far as we can this way, and this is
So that makes
probably
sense.
where we
They
want to
have
go
it
this
up
way.
there.
Anybody need a
So
hand
where-
card?
What are we trying to get to again?
Bramblewood, which is over this way. We just don't know.
Do I need a what now? A card?
Anybody need a hand card that wants to move us? I'm kind of good
I
on my
kind of
hand
don't-
cards.
Yeah, I'll move us.
Okay.
Yeah, I like this one better.
No, he's cleared off like the whole floor.
Okay.
I got
Do you want
the
to keep
hiccups.
exploring, or does someone want to look
Oh,
around
look.
here?
Where are you gonna look then?
What?
Do you want to do this, or look around on the tile?
Oh.
We would have to.
I don't know anymore.
Just one option.
I don't know.
It's an
I don't know if we've been over here all that much. There's a little hut.
Thing says there's an old man in there. Some kind of initiation.
Let's
It
go
says-
look in there.
DD initiation tree.
He's gonna be like, oh, I'm naked. I'll have a peek.
Okay. 241.
That's right. You can't come to this part of the house. Is it? If it's beyond that, what do we do?
If it's beyond,
It's like the field of
well, it's
dreams.
not a tile. It's not a map tile.
If you cross a certain line, you die.
241.
But that's not what happens in Field of Dreams. What happens when they come off the field in the Field of Dreams? There's like a board, like
They.
they're not allowed to cross a line.
Yeah. Otherwise, they won't be able to.
They can't go back and play baseball.
Yeah. They'll be forever in heaven.
Oh, they'll be like,
They'll pass over and unable to come back.
they're like stuck in limbo in the cornfield. Unless they cross the line, then they're done.
I guess that could be limbo. Yeah.
That
Who's
makes
asking?
sense. Well, I was just thinking about Brandon not being able to cross the table, and wondering if he is like the
To lose some power.
the
or
people
essence.
in the Field of Dreams.
Something.
Lose some essence.
Sure. So man in the building invites you in. I was a foreman on the smoky quarry for a long time. On the wall you notice a drawing of a woman playing a lute. My wife, she passed away 3 cycles ago. If you only knew how much I miss her humor. She loved the song Once Upon a Time in Calmwood. You may not take the following action unless you have a card with the keyword music that we bartered away.
Calmwood is another name for Bramblewood.
Once upon a time.
We can't do this action, so
So we can't.
Sorry.
make him feel
Well, that
better?
sucks to suck, Mr. Old Man.
yeah.
Bye.
Sorry to hear that.
You want to explore?
Yeah.
Want me to read it? Or you
Yes,
got it?
please. My eyes have given up on me today.
Wisp of pinkish
Yours are
smoke
on the
escapes
way
from
out.
the hole in the ground.
Oh, we like smoke.
We can collect magic.
After you have revealed if you have an Amblic of Vanguard, which we don't
We
have
have
all
pieces of an
this.
Amblic of Vanguard.
Take a 349 card.
You would like a 349.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
Oh,
see that.
that's the smoke.
That's magic.
Pink smoke.
Smoky magic.
Oh, is that morning tea? We don't have that.
I eat it.
You don't know anything about it.
We are
It doesn't look edible to you at all.
245 card.
Oh, I thought we had a second one. Okay.
What is this again?
We have to discard this.
Sorry.
Are we
what
gonna
number
discard
did
it?
you
We
say?
have to, or we?
Yeah. It's just, we get the pink and arcane energy
Did we
smoke.
already do this?
Yeah.
Oh, it's free. I guess it's a free action.
What number did you say?
A 245.
This is cheating.
Technically.
I don't know. Depends on how much information is given away on there.
What is the symbol for this scenario?
It's the stick, bramble stick.
Yeah, it's like a branch.
We already did the bird one.
Okay.
The Birdman chicken. God thing.
It's kind of a weird looking bird there. Several contoured pits yawn open in the landscape. Quarrying equipment is arranged around them. We found the quarry. We need.
Smoky quarry.
Let's do this one. And
Do we want this in our path or out of our path?
I don't think we have a high enough ground shiver to go that way. The 6?
Oh.
You don't need a ground shiver to do this.
Oh.
No, but if I put the 6 there, I don't think we've got the ground shiver to do it.
So maybe we do that to force our way over there.
You ain't got the ground shivers to do it.
Because it's going to cost us
Nice.
10 cards
Yeah.
if we have to do the 6 over there. That can't be the way we're supposed to go then, right?
Well, we added this with this threat, didn't we?
Yeah.
Or was this a separate
it's an
separate?
expansion.
It's a separate thing from this threat.
Yeah.
Well, then how
Well,
the
we
heck
just
are you
started.
supposed to do this?
Well, how do we get to Bramblewood if if we didn't have the expansion and it requires ground shiver 7 to go through?
Yeah. Were we supposed to go down instead?
Well, I mean, we did start with 19.
Give us a lot of health.
Oh yeah.
So maybe it's just supposed to be costly.
Sure.
Because it's so far away.
Yeah.
Anybody need a hand card?
Yeah.
You want to move us?
Okay. Done.
Then we explore some more.
Yeah, totally.
Immediately after this is revealed, if the quest Carnivorous Instinct is finished, banish this. Did we finish that side quest?
That is the one that we have.
Oh, well, it's not
wait,
finished.
Does it say?
Immediately after this is revealed, if the quest Carnivorous Instinct is finished, banish this.
It's not.
Okay.
Is there berries on that? Is there pictures of berries?
No. In the distance, you make out the massive silhouette of an Aberrock gazing on a tuft of grass. What is this nocturnal animal doing in broad daylight, so far from the mountains? You barely have time to think when the animal charges at you, lowing. I don't know what that means.
That's what cows do.
I've never heard a cow low at me. So, it can't be a thing.
You have.
I definitely haven't. They've mooed at me and charged me. They've never
Lowing is a
lowed at
fancy-
me. Sounds like a fancy made-up word.
It's a
that
fancy
you
word for
intellect people
mooing,
try to-
isn't it?
I thought only sheep low.
The cattle.
Okay, I've never been around a sheep, so I don't know if it'll
I
low.
thought it was the sheep were lowing.
No, the cattle are lowing.
Lowing is like I said. Low.
I think it's...
No.
I mean, when you say it like that, I'm convinced.
Low.
Low. Is that what they're saying? Is low instead of moo?
It's a type of moo or bellow.
Low.
So they low instead of moo.
It's a low moo.
It's a low moo.
It's a deep, prolonged vocalization. How would you describe a moo? Describe moo for me. Let's
The sound a cow
the
makes.
reverse. If I were to say, if a cow were to do a deep, long vocalization, what might that sound like?
I wouldn't do the sound. I'd just say they mooed. That sounds nothing like a low.
Low.
Okay, I'm a little bit convinced when you do it like that.
That's lowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lowing.
It makes poor babies wake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Term is sometimes used poetically or in older texts, synonymous with mooing.
A lot of emphasis on that one. Okay, well, there's a bunch of cows lowing at us.
Sounds like a cow's
Or
opinion. It's mooing.
Abrocks lowing at us. We have to fight them now.
It's not. It's not. Cattrall.
Now we got to kill them.
Okay.
How dare
Kill
they?
them.
So the first one is a chained 5, 3 success.
I will not
But
be
they have a
low
tough
at.
2, brutal, and epic. Do we want to look up what those mean?
I don't remember.
Yes. A tough 2 means we ignore 2 successes.
Great. Brutal.
During each consequence step, if the action fails, roll a die. If you roll a 1, block a card with armor, shield. With 2, would block a weapon. So if you fail a consequence, you could lose an armor or shield. Or
And then
armor or
epic.
weapon. If several characters are involved in the action, none may be the active player 2 turns in a row. Epic.
Okay. We've had that one before. We've had all of these before.
Not often.
Okay, what are we looking at?
So,
This is
chain
hard.
5, 3 success. That first one's not bad.
Okay, so just.
I mean, 5 cards, that's bound to get you 3 successes.
But you have to have 5 because you have to ignore 2 of them.
Oh, that's right.
Chain 5,
I
3
could-
successes, but you need a total of.
I could use intuition to look
Yeah,
at
you need
some.
to chain 5 successes.
I can look at.
You have intuition. He's got intuition.
I can intuition. I can look at my cards.
Hmm.
Well, I can move.
You have to do that before we did
I can
this.
look at
You can't do that action in the middle of this action. That gets you every time.
Every single time.
the. I'm a slow learner.
I have a guaranteed success and I can raise the chain, which might be more
Is
useful
this a
later
battle?
on.
Is this action in battle?
Yeah.
Why don't I try flight?
Go for it. Yeah.
Okay.
That might be
What's
worth it
this
on this
bad?
one.
What can go wrong?
Well,
I thought something goes wrong with that sometimes, or that there's a.
take a 13 card. If you are jinxed, a random involved character loses 3 points and takes a 0/3. So that's the worst. Otherwise, we can just run away. If we're unable to run away. Well, I think we get to run away anyway. It's just if we stumble and fall as we're running away, somebody gets injured. I
Someone gets
guess.
trampled.
Zoe is trampled by the lowing
So,
crattle.
that's what we got.
Crattle.
We got a
A Brock or
a
something.
chance.
Don't they just add an R into a common animal?
Aberrock. It's an Aberrock.
Why would they leave their pattern?
It says Aberrock.
A crow? Because it would be a crow instead of a cow.
Dude.
If they did that.
I was trying to go with cattle. Catrel.
Catrel?
Coward.
Catrel
Our cow.
is a crow.
Cordle?
Cordle.
Turtle.
Okay, so everybody's involved, right?
Sure.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
have to have a consensus.
I'm into it.
Sure, we can try
Sure.
to.
I think we have enough points, life points, to risk it.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
You want to get injured anyway.
I say let's do it.
yeah, 003 card would be great.
It's
I
kind
just
of
have to
what you're
outrun
going
you.
for.
But it has to be random. So.
Sure.
Random.
Okay, 13.
Can they be chosen at random?
I can randomly choose.
Yeah.
That was random.
Close your eyes, Brandon, and randomly point to a player.
Ah, dang it, I messed it up.
Luck.
Hey.
Yay.
Bye bye.
See ya.
All right.
So we need a
I must not be
391.
shuffling these well enough.
Or we're just that good.
No, dude, that's fake.
Pure skill on our part.
Sorry, what number?
391.
Already?
A hot dog and a hamburger. I have,
You have one more left.
yeah. Well, there's probably so many
Wait.
fries
Where
left.
did you order from
Hot
today?
dog and a hamburger left?
No, just one hot dog left. And a whole bunch of fries.
Where did you order from today? Is that Five Guys?
5 Guys.
Okay, we need this one.
Do we want to? Oh, that looks like Bramblewood.
It does look like Brambles.
So we probably need to put this in our way so we can get there.
Well, no, it's a 5 though. We can do a 5.
Can we?
Yeah.
Okay.
The 6, I don't know how they expected us to get. Maybe this goes through and it was lower.
Maybe.
Ah.
Anybody need a hand card?
They haven't gone this far.
No, I'm gonna have
I
to.
wish this was editable.
I'm
I'm gonna
okay.
have to recover.
I'll move us then.
Editable?
Yeah, I wish I could edit it.
You just have to save a copy for
I
yourself.
could try to be knowledgeable, I
It's a
guess.
Google Sheet?
It's a Google Sheet. I can do that?
There's a way. There's always a way to save.
Share and export.
Okay, we
Make a
can.
copy.
Make a copy. Yep. Make a copy. Saves it to your own. A
There's
copy
something
of it to
alter
your own
thingy
drive.
with purple stuff. I don't know if we want to look at that.
An altar?
Well, there's like a thing happening here in the center with purple stuff.
Oh.
That looks exciting. Let's do it.
Okay,
Yeah.
091.
Is that 391?
Yes.
Who's brave enough?
Okay, so that could be the permanent event for this is Shard of Kirillin.
That's exactly who we're interested in. Choose a 1 or a 2. Who's
2.
doing this? Are
Kirillin.
you doing it?
I don't know. I just chose a number.
Yep.
You notice a vein of purplish rock on the stony ground.
I do notice it.
Hey.
If you'd rather go on your way, discard this.
Okay,
Maybe.
discard
You
it.
may not take
No.
the following action unless you have an amulet workshop, which we do. This is the stuff the guy
I
wanted.
discard it.
No, stop, Brandon.
We gotta dig up something.
Yeah, let's dig this up.
Like the one chance we have the entire time we play this to be able to do this card, I'm just like, screw that.
See that?
Take the following action unless you have. You cannot take it unless you have an amulet workshop, which we do. And our intelligence score higher than. Maybe we're not smart enough. Higher than 7, which it's not.
Serious?
Oh, come on.
We're not smart enough.
We just gained some knowledge though.
It rock.
Did that not help?
We did? From where? Oh, yeah, no, that got us all the way to 4. We don't know
Not even
much.
close.
We don't know very much.
It rock.
What,
be
what,
smash.
what number did we have to get to?
We'd be stupid.
7 for us to know how to dig this up.
Oh. We'll never come across this again.
Yeah, we will. We're playing a new way.
Are we- okay.
No. Are they? Is it our house rules though? Our house rules.
I guess this isn't a random event, so we can come back here and find it.
Right. If something happens and we're
Okay.
like, we need some of that purple gem, we're just going to go get it.
And that's not a permanent.
But we got to be
event.
smarter first.
Yeah. So now we go this way, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I gotta
Yeah.
get this.
I concur.
You discover a
What
nest
said?
in which a female koina. Why am I reading?
Yeah, let me read.
I should stop reading it. My reading is not working tonight. And they're throwing a lot of not words at me.
You discover a nest. Well, it's words. It's animals that aren't real.
Yeah, but I don't do well with the real words, and so you throw a bunch of fake words in there, and I'm just screwed.
You discover a nest which a female cornet is sitting on her eggs. You could kill her and take her life-giving eggs, but you would risk damaging them. It should be possible to steal one or two of them by distracting the snake, as long as you think you are quick enough. If you'd rather go on your way, discard this. Otherwise, during the results step of the following action, if you have a flute card, you get 2 successes.
Oh my gosh.
the second time
Why
you
did we
should've
get
kept
rid of our flute?
Maybe we discard this.
We don't come across anything that requires music except for that play, and then all of a sudden we get rid of the thing that we have, and there's 2 things in a row that require it.
No. Can I have donut?
Yeah, you
Yes.
can have a donut.
They're over there.
So what is that? Is that 3, 2, 1?
Yes.
Okay, I gotta add that there.
Thank you.
You're on your last legs, wondering what trials and tribulations fate has in store for you. You stagger forward a few steps before losing consciousness.
What?
Images. Very.
What?
Not the right one.
2,
What's happening
5,
to
2, 1.
us?
Wait, 5, 2, 1? That's what I was asking.
I thought I heard you say 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Can you get
And
your
you
act
said
together?
yes.
Well, I can't read from here. Can't read them numbers.
Well, I wasn't stating, I was
thought-
asking. 3, 2, 1, is that 3, 2, 1? Yes.
5, 2, 1. Kind of looks like a 3 until I get closer like that. You're old. It's your eyes that don't work.
Such an old person thing to say. It looks like a 3 until I get close enough. The only thing that's missing is you going like this, just back and forth, just trying to find that.
And for me, I have to go like really down. Sometimes I just have to take my glasses off to get really close.
If I close this eye and squint and kind of just get just the right
I'm younger than your dad, I'll have you know. That's about it.
My dad does that so much, and he did it for so long.
The trombone.
Just like, but like, he has done it enough to where he should know like right
He
where to
knows
put
exactly
it.
where.
But like, there's all the figuring it out, and it never just stays straight. It's got an angle, and his head's got to kind of move with it. And the best is when he's sitting, he's got his big belly, and so it like go over his belly, like with his arm, and so he's like fighting his stomach trying to get it at the right angle. It's so funny. The best is when like on Father's Day he'd be sitting on his couch all super comfy and get the cards and trying to like around his belly get the card in the right spot to read the card. It's my favorite. It's the best.
Get him a card. Get him a card that's blurry anyway.
Did he care? It's unreadable.
Then he could like
Find him a card anyways. They're like, no, but the cover,
could
but
fool
the
around
cover
for a
is
long
fine.
Just
It's
the
just
inside.
blurry when it's inside.
So great. I need to do that really badly. I need to do that. There's got to be someplace that would custom print that for me. I'm gonna absolutely do that. I don't buy anything in my family anything anymore, but I'm buying my dad a Christmas gift this year. It's gonna be that card.
Christmas card that.
No, but like one side of the inside is in focus, but it's just that one side, so it's just like one out of like the face is just blurry that I just can't quite figure
Or
out.
like every third word. Or like.
It's just ever so slightly more blurry or something.
And it gets more and more blurry to the end. Like every random number word is blurry, but it gets more and more out of focus
my
as it gets
gosh.
further in.
That'd be so funny. He's just never able to find the. He's like asking my mom to like clean his glasses because he thinks it's that. He'll get to the point where he just asks her for hers. Has like a different strength sometimes too.
I want to see the video of it.
I need to get my mom to record it. Oh, that'd be so funny.
Oh, please.
There's got to be someplace that I can make a custom card for that.
That's got
It's
to
got to be a
happen.
thing. That's so funny. How have I never thought of doing that to him? That's so great. I need to do that really badly.
This would be so fun.
It's so great.
On the outskirts of an ashen dirt road where embers are dying, several individuals are pouring a blackish liquid at the base of the brambles. Okay.
That doesn't sound good.
No, it doesn't sound good. 3-5. We need another one of these.
Oh.
I'll take us down there. That's not the card I wanted.
Oh, there's lots of fun things to try to eat in here.
Oh, are there edibles?
Well, I don't know. There's just lots of different things that I've never seen before that I'm going to try to eat.
You can't eat any of these.
I could try.
He thinks he can.
No, you can't.
Well,
Sounds like
we don't
fun.
have the cards that identify them.
Doesn't
So
mean
you
I can't eat
So
them.
therefore, you can't put it in your mouth.
Okay, so what would you describe
A 2
this?
527 Bramblewood.
527.
This is Bramblewood.
Yeah.
This is well,
Brambles.
it is brambles.
We'll just say Brambles.
We're trying to find a town in the Bramblewood or something. Oh, jeez.
Don't touch.
I-
Don't touch it, and I
don't
should be
ever
able to
touch
fix
that.
it.
Although
What
I'm.
did you say? 527.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've never been here, so we might as well do all the things.
yeah. Let's touch everything in the Bramblewood.
Yeah.
Touch. Touch it. Show me on the bramble where it touched you. One of the men sets the black liquid on fire with his torch while one of his companions calls out to you, "Don't worry, we are not arsonists." That's your introduction.
I want to party with that guy.
That's how you get away with it.
Fun.
Take it away with
You've
it.
just been pouring fuel on something and light it. Don't
Don't
worry,
worry.
we're not arsonists.
Don't worry.
I am now.
We have to go through this so that the residents of Bramblewood can venture north. No sooner does he finish the sentence than a third man cries out, "Black sap, the wind is turning." Well, now you are arsonists. Oh, jeez. Indeed, small flames all of a sudden triple in size and begin to surround two of the individuals. Will you run away or try to rescue them?
I like that guy.
You gotta party with this guy. You gotta save
I
him.
want to save him.
He's clearly not an arsonist.
Yeah. I like that guy.
Okay.
We're going to be best friends.
Maybe it's two things going on. You must take one of the following actions. We run,
Or
Okay.
or we try to go save them. But
Yeah.
if an involved character has a card with keyword weakness, it's a little bit harder. So you need a chain 3, success 5. Can anybody do that?
Totally.
Chain 3, success 5 of.
I have a guaranteed success, and I
Of
can raise
dodging.
the chain.
Dodging.
Oh, we're doing the dodge. Yeah.
Is that where your head goes whoosh and the ball's on the side of it?
Yes.
I've got one of those.
Yes. Can you do that chain 3, success 5?
Probably.
He could get up to 2 stars with his penguins.
Yeah.
And
Oops.
so you need extra symbols too? Because I can help you get symbols. So you may not need as many cards as you think. Right? Your symbols give you stars?
Just
Yeah,
2.
2,
I can get a max of 2 stars.
but they have to be penguins.
Yeah, well, I give them wild cards. I can give you
Just-
2
I
wild
just need
symbols
2.
no matter what.
Let's do 2
Max
penguins.
of 2?
I'm going to have penguins up in here.
Well, do you need... Well, I'm just wondering, do you need that many cards? Because I can basically already guarantee you 2 successes, right?
Yeah, I would.
I can already give you 2 successes.
I would save your cards for the sake of just using this once.
What are we at? It's chain 3, 5 successes?
Wait, only if he has a weakness.
You have a weakness.
You have a weak.
Oh, everybody's involved.
Involved. Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Everybody's involved.
3 and 5.
You have one of 4 weaknesses. But I mean, we don't have to use my hand card, but it does mean that you already kind of have 2 successes. So you really only need 3-ish. Which right?
Plus-
that looks like where you're calculating to at this point.
Let's
right?
just go with this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, this will work. Okay.
Oh my.
You don't need it.
Probably
there's 3,
gonna
there's
need
1,
something better than
there's
that.
3 and change.
There's 2.
3.
Give me something better than that.
Okay. You
So
got 2, 3, 4.
2, 3, 4.
You have
What
to
else
get
you got?
5.
I needed
5. Oh, I can add a chain.
There you go. So you have 3 here.
Yes.
The penguin gives you 4, 5 if you use that.
Yes.
Nailed it. What do you get?
Did I
Plus-
read that right?
plus
An
1
influence?
influence. Match to
People are
lead the
gonna
2
love
men to
us.
safety.
Yes.
099. And we can banish this.
That's lovely.
Are they gonna come with me?
What?
Where's my friend?
You saved him.
He's not. You saved him. You pulled your non-arsonist friend out of the fire. He's set.
My friend.
We do have like so many of these, and we've only used it like once.
What are they?
These are NPCs.
Oh, I think these are actually supposed to be our companions.
Oh, are they?
Probably.
They might be. Or they look like us.
Should we keep exploring?
This is my friend.
Yay.
I saved him.
Good.
You're mine now.
Yeah.
Grab by the back of it.
You are
We
mine.
don't get a companion card though.
Oh, that was so sad.
That with.
All right.
The ground is covered with sharp, unnatural shoots. There is no way to get around them. There are simply too many, although they break easily underfoot. It would be painful in the long run. If your intelligence score, the book one, right, is intelligence,
Yeah.
is equal to or higher than the level of your ground shiver,
5.
Not quite.
plus 2. So it'd be extra hard to get for us.
No.
for us.
We're not very
Okay.
smart.
So when you take the following action, all characters on the active player's terrain card must get involved. If the character has weakness, we have to give up 4 cards instead of 2 for 0 successes. So it's just costing us 2 extra cards. Does anybody want to give up 4 cards?
Sure. Since I'm the weak one.
Sure.
You are the weakest link.
You are the weakest one.
Okay.
I can't use any. I can't take any.
No. Each involved character loses 1 life point, unless they have a card with the keyword feet or boots.
We all lose 1 life.
Yep.
Just trying to walk through the brambles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then
I
we
knew we should've brought our shoes.
5, 4, 4.
But you were saying we won't need shoes where we're going, and I was like, I never leave home without my shoes.
Like where we're going, we don't need shoes.
Mm-hmm.
A wall of thick brambles encircles the town. You wonder if it protects it or threatens to overwhelm it. That looks like a town. Now, before we go in there, let's use a Hope Reborn. We're
Okay.
going to continue this track because at one point, we're thinking we want to do a lot of building, right?
I think so. Yeah. We're trying to get like 2 more buildings for the...
Let's do some
Intelligence.
building. And I think what we want to do,
Some construction.
Anybody see my symbol on there?
well, we can't do construction with this one, but we can get 2 additional knowledge. It seems like knowledge we're kind of weak on at the moment.
We need brain
Yeah.
power.
Seems like that's been happening to us a little bit.
Did you like my thinking face?
Was that you trying to think?
Did it work? That looks smart.
It looked as hard as when you try to roll a dice.
I don't know where I picked up the throwing dice league, but it's now the only way I throw dice. If I ever play D&D, that's how it's going to be every single time.
My brain's growing.
Did
That's how it works.
Did you brain at it?
I don't know, it increased.
You ever watch Heroes? Remember the old TV show Heroes?
I remember that.
No.
There's a guy who could control time. And the actor, just the way he acted about freezing time was so ridiculous. So you had him just go,
Flex his brain.
yeah, he'd be like,
Constipated.
and then time would freeze. And it was just like,
Oh my.
it's not like a, thinking isn't a physical exertion.
Director couldn't fix that.
Anybody need a hand card?
I could use one.
Okay, you want to move us?
Spare no effort.
You put me in the brambles on purpose. Oh. How
Alright.
rude.
Let's enter.
I'm not an arsonist.
558.
You ready?
Nothing else to do on the tile.
There we go. Using buckets, several people extract a blackish liquid from a pond, which they pour into barrels. The barrels are then loaded onto a cart, reinforced with metal plates, pulled by a powerful, domesticated Aberrock.
Sorry, I had a bad experience with Aberrocks earlier.
The driver of the
I was
cart
way too invested in that.
hails you.
You got me really good on that one.
Welcome to Bramblewood. The city is not what it used to be. You'll have seen the whole of it before long. I have to go to Kell soon to deliver the cattle. You can accompany me for a fee, of course.
Okay.
So,
I like these people.
Fast travel to kill.
yeah. Each character, it costs like 10 cards, but we can just fast travel to Kell if we want to from here.
That'd get us back to the Citadel faster as we're on our way out.
Yeah. It's just that the characters have to return a total of 3 cards with the keyword barter.
Oh, well, we
Ooh.
don't have that.
Yowzers.
Okay.
For how much everything costs barter, you'd think you'd get them more often.
Yeah, the economy of this game is a little sparse. Okay, so we might as well do the one that's entered the city.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we return all the cards on the board and in the past.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna hang on to this because it's gonna tell me to put a 532 in play. I'm just gonna grab that 532 now while you guys are sorting those for me.
I'm gonna start sorting these ones.
Okay.
How's that going over there?
I don't know.
Do you know what order numbers go in?
Well, like that order. These are skulls. This one's not a skull.
Thanks for doing that. I'm actually mapping.
That's okay.
Which we've really struggled with that
Here, start with those.
forever.
We're really doing good.
Here, sort those ones into that one. I'll
Okay.
do this.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow, my dyslexia thought these were both the exact same number.
Oh dear.
Oh, yeah, I could see that.
Isn't that hard?
Yeah.
Whoa.
296 and 269.
Okay, had to really flex my brain.
Let's see.
You gotta see it.
Look at bossness.
Boston ass. Oh boy.
Are you even helping?
I did it. It was probably. He was helping me by watching. It
Yeah.
gave me a level
was-
of pressure.
Yeah.
Like being supervised, so I had to perform.
I'm a really good manager.
You get performance anxiety.
Uh huh. Mm-hmm.
Really good at being a supervising manager.
All right.
Was I seeing fake news that fireworks were banned statewide? Like I saw that 2
Oh, I
days
don't know.
ago.
I haven't heard anything about it.
I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, that was fake news then. I saw it on Instagram.
No. I think that happened in like California or something. I did hear. I heard that somewhere recently that someone's state has completely banned. Oh, I think it was California because they're
Well,
saying
it
there were
would make-
signs everywhere saying
And
it's
it
like
would
a
make sense.
$5,000
considering
fine.
What happens every year.
Yeah.
We don't
Yeah,
wanna
but it's
go-
not their fireworks. It's their power company and their
Well, we
their
can't-
government who says,
we-
"Hey, let's not put water in the fire
Well,
hydrant."
we just can't ban.
It's not the fireworks that are
can't ban
causing the
public
problem.
Utilities now, can we? But we can ban the fireworks.
And it's started by people with like a flamethrower.
The
trying to get rid of
arsonists?
weeds around
Also,
their house.
conspiracy
It's
is,
not.
is that
It's not the fireworks.
it was also started by homeless people. That was a conspiracy I heard. Did you hear that one?
Yeah. If they just put up signs that said "No arsonists," maybe that would work.
Please, no arson.
I'm not an arsonist.
Walk around going, "I'm not an arsonist."
I'm
while
not
you're
an-
lighting the fires.
I'm not an arsonist.
If you say it, must be
It's
true.
true. Yeah.
Oh boy. You gotta live your own truth, Wes.
My own truth. Man, if people had to just deal with what I would believe is my truth, is that really what is that direction people want to go? Is just be inflicted by what I'm gonna say is my truth? Is that really what we want? Is
Nobody
that the
wants that
road we
from
want to
me.
go to? Like, I know there's people who don't believe there's such a thing as slippery slope, and then it's always a slippery slope. But the road we're going down, do you guys really want? Do these people really want to live in my truth?
I don't. That's how I almost died.
You almost died in my truth
Yeah.
recently,
Yeah.
Still talking
but
about,
I'm not an arsonist.
still talking about the river.
For every week, it's gonna be every week for the rest of my life. At which point you'll be dancing at my funeral.
Yeah.
Let me live that down, are
I dance on your grave.
Nope, we were just talking about it earlier today. Matter of fact,
For some reason, my
Somehow
mom decided
your
to bring
mom-
it up.
I'm not sure she knew that was what she was bringing up. Did she?
Yeah.
That's directly what she was referencing.
That's directly what she was referencing.
Why?
Why else would
why Would
she-
why would she bring that up
No, why would she directly try to communicate with both of us at the
at
same,
the same time?
Other than to try to make a joke.
What was she thinking?
I don't know.
Normally she doesn't.
She avoids that at all costs. She'll deliberately tell one of us to leave so she can only have a conversation with one of us.
And then she's like, then she just opened it up.
Oh.
Next time I text you directly, it's gonna be in that group instead.
God. Just involve her in all of our conversations from now on. Just make it her problem.
Like, here you go, Auntie Jamie. You really wanted to be.
You want to be
Involved.
included.
This is why I'm her favorite.
Oh, we need two of them, actually.
There we are.
Are
We
we?
are in the city.
Pretty.
Let's do 553 because I think.
Wait,
that's the
this
one
is
I
actually a really nice looking city.
Yeah.
I bet 553 is the exit.
It looked
Might
kind
as
of
well.
dodgy from the outside. They were acting like it's just like not that big a deal.
At one point, they made it sound like it was like an abandoned city.
Yeah.
Looks
Right?
pretty
Do
decent.
548 as well.
Pretty fancy. We should come here instead of Kel. It's pretty nice.
Probably less house fires being started.
It's because they don't have arsonists.
Oh, yeah, horses. The sign in front of the shop says domesticated herbs. In the half light of the store, you see vials and jars containing strange mixtures
I like these
arranged
people
on
a lot.
shelves. The dried herbs and plants hanging about are so fragrant they threaten to give you a headache. If you wish and can afford it, I can prepare you a potion that can be useful to you, the man announces from his counter. So,
Can I call my house plant a domesticated plant? Domesticated house plant from now on?
Yes.
Just refer to it as that. I domesticated Brad.
it's
I don't know how Brad will
Brad's
feel about
potty
it.
trained.
That's
He's
true.
housebroken. That sounds domesticated.
Yeah. I just like the idea of a wild herb and a
He has
domesticated
a
herb.
lot going on these days.
Yeah, he's growing.
Immediately after this is revealed, if no 527 card is available,
Oh boy.
read 529. If no 527 is available,
It doesn't say draw it.
527 is available. If no 527 card is available, read that. So we're not going to do that. If they want to take any of the following actions, the involved characters must return a total of 2 cards with the keyword barter, or 3 cards if you have an evil eye. We can't afford your prices.
Wow.
Have we been moving our thing? We have, right?
Edge of
Or
Peril.
at least getting the.
Yeah.
Yes, we've been doing Edge of Peril much better this threat than we have in the past.
Okay, which way do we
We've
want
been
to
doing
explore?
Much better.
No. What's that up at the? Oh, that's the way we came in, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the exit now. Should we go down?
Now let's go down. Came to get down.
Alms for the poor. A man dressed in rags looks at you pleadingly as he holds out his hands.
Almonds?
If you want to take the following action, one involved character must discard 1 card with the keyword trinket and or barter and or provisions. If you cannot or do not want to, discard this.
Oh, actually, these
I
are
have-
the same. No, these are the same exploration cards as Kel.
Oh, that's
it's the same
right.
set,
That's right.
so it's going to be the same.
There's still going to be people, orphanages on fire and stuff.
Great.
Yeah.
I technically have a gambler's boon we could offer him, but we've probably already done this.
Didn't you say he just wants
Yeah,
almonds?
This is the. If we help him, he is the good deeds quest.
Oh, we don't need any good deeds.
Yeah, we're out of that.
He's the good deeds side quest.
Look, we got enough. Wait, don't we
That's
need
just gonna get us a hope.
Wait,
for
do we
more.
still need more reputation?
We're gonna do that a whole bunch. Our reputation is 17.
And we're going to start passively getting way more.
Oh, okay.
So let's just reveal the 5, 6, 7, and we'll keep our barter items that we have.
So you kicked the poor homeless guy,
Uh-huh.
who's not an arsonist.
Well, he didn't say.
Oh, the arsonist homeless guy.
Yeah.
What number? 564.
5, 6, 7.
In front of a building under reconstruction, a few customers come out of a shop. To the south, where the brambles are proliferating, there does not seem to be a living soul. So that's the end of that direction.
Brambles are proliferating?
Oh, sounds gross.
Get a
Right.
room.
Anyway, what are we looking for?
I- We're looking for a dude or something.
A special door?
We'd have to reread this stuff.
What are we looking for?
Did you write it down?
Specifically,
Oh, yeah, you may have written it down.
you did take notes on something.
That's weird of me, but that's possible. Go to Bramblewood.
Yes.
Completed.
Tent first, North Citadel for Crown.
Okay, that's.
This was our plan for the whole scenario.
That's not.
Oh, that's all the notes we took.
Okay.
Okay.
Fort Cutthroat?
Wait, Port Cutthroat? That's the other one,
Okay.
right?
Ironwood Tree bathed in light.
Okay, Ironwood Tree. That's
That's the other direction.
is that Fort Throat, the Iron Tree, or we're at
Sure.
the Iron Tree?
Gerogred. We're looking for.
Gerobred, because the other guy was an
Ninadazir?
apprentice, which had a stranger name. Ninadazir's follower,
Okay.
whatever.
Yeah.
Oh.
He had a different name. Do you have any numbers I can?
No. How about you open the
No, not a dialogue.
scenario
The scenario one.
and tell us what we're doing out here in Bramblewood.
Why did we come here again?
Stop reading now. Bookmark. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Goal. Travel to Bramblewood, formerly known as Columnwood. Find the descendant of the member of the All Virtue. Convince them to participate in the election of the new Supreme Master.
So if we just find some homeless
We had
dude
a
that'll pretend to
strange
be
dream.
him.
Here's the dream. I think will help us. Several people are dancing at the foot of 4 gigantic statues, 3 of which end up collapsing without the dancers appearing surprised or frightened. Only the statue of a woman remains standing.
We'll find a woman.
Oh, here we go. You do
Dancing
not know their
woman.
name, but according to Gellert, their family crest depicts an ironwood tree with branches bathed in light.
I wrote that down, but didn't know what it meant.
I think we just gotta look at everything. But that's the clue we have is a crest with ironwood tree with branches bathed in light.
Okay. We're looking for that kind of.
Yeah.
Not Gerogred. Gerogrel.
That one.
Oh, that might be the name of the Ninadazir. Where
The other guy.
what do you call that? Those people?
Because that's a Fort Tuckfoot, which is
I don't
south.
remember.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, like the cult,
Okay.
a cult member.
Okay.
Yeah, because I remember we didn't know this guy's name, and it's confirmed that.
Okay.
Just the crest.
So should we go down and look at all those different things just to see what they are?
Yes.
Should, yeah.
Anybody need a hand card?
No, not necessarily.
I'll move us.
OJ needs multiple, but he
Oh, I do.
He can't hear you.
I need a hand cart. Sorry, I was trying to fix
Here,
a
I'll make
traffic
it. I'll
jam.
make it cheaper coming up here and
You
just
can
stay.
fix traffic jams?
I can fix traffic jams.
Are you playing a
This is a really rough looking traffic jam.
You're playing some other
I actually
game.
have that
Download
one.
of those
Yeah?
games.
I actually have that game.
This one's a scam.
I've seen the
The one that's
advert.
It's got
ads.
so many freaking ads.
It's an ad scam.
Every time you retry it, and you have to retry a lot, it's like
Yeah.
a 10-minute ad.
It's built into like the solving the puzzle is you have to watch an ad at least 3 times.
They're doing this more.
That's great, huh? I love that one.
If I think about it a little bit more, it's funner. If I just randomly like,
Oh, you
but
will.
if I kind of plan ahead a little, it's
Yeah.
worth the challenge.
That one's a good one.
Eliminate numbers or matching numbers.
Matching numbers. You'd be good at this. You're certified in this.
It would be cheap for me to play that game.
Yeah, it wouldn't be fair. Never mind, don't play.
Okay, I'm gonna look at 305. Or no, I'm not on the square. I stayed back to make it cheaper for you.
I look at 305.
That's a shop that we can't afford.
Herbs. I'm just gonna write it here.
A voice told me in my head.
Yeah.
I look at 305.
1 or 2?
What's the voice saying? 1.
Would you like me to read it to you?
Yes, please.
Oh, let me make sure my microphone's on so it's really clear for the audience.
I think my microphone's off for a little while too.
I'm holding strong.
Yeah. Oh boy.
The dilapidated building, which a passerby has pointed out is the dispensary, does not look encouraging. You're surprised to be greeted by the scent of dried herbs and clean linen.
Are they
The place is
domesticated?
furnished with a shelf full of pots and 3 beds with immaculate sheets. A healer is busy grinding seeds in a mortar. I can tell from your face that you've seen better days.
Ouch.
Oh. Okay.
Is that a greeting that I can use? It sounds like
No.
a greeting I
Yes.
can use.
No. So, okay, what we've learned today,
I learned it as a brand new greeting
there's
for
two
people.
things you are not to greet people with, Brandon.
Amblick?
One is, I can tell from your face that you've seen better days. The other is, I am not an arsonist.
I'm not an arsonist.
Not supposed to say those.
Don't start with that.
Oh.
If
Okay.
it comes up naturally about
Naturally.
the fire that you're starting,
Oh, okay.
you can go, no, I'm not an arsonist.
Okay.
But don't lead with
Don't
that.
lead with that? Okay.
I can see Brandon like lighting his candle over there. I'm not an arsonist.
Just telling Brad.
By myself in my
Brad's
house.
accusing him. Brad looking all accusatory. I'm not an arsonist, Brad.
He's like,
I'm just losing my mind. in my town.
that wick was one of my cousins.
Slowly losing it.
Please take a seat. You look very pale. Yes, I insist. It's always more serious than you think.
This sounds familiar.
Okay.
It does kind of sound familiar.
It's that phrase, dude.
So if a 458 card is available, read 490.
Okay.
The other part of this requires barters, which we don't have.
We have a barter, but
We don't really want to spend it on this crap, do we?
probably not.
We need more barter items. There's a 458 available. Will you read 490, please?
Can we purchase some with our glimmers of hope? Can we just spend?
We did think about doing that at one point. As a house rule.
Oh, we were going to spend these for
We were thinking at one point of having that as a house rule. I can't remember whether we agreed to it or
spend
not.
these for barters.
Or something, yeah, some kind of items.
Oh, we wanted some sort of exchange rate.
Yeah.
Of like exchange these for items or
Uh-huh.
barters or something.
Yeah.
I forgot what we.
Something like 2 or 3 of them.
The healer invites you to follow him to the back of the dispensary, into a small room where a body is lying under a sheet. A traveler like you. I don't know who he is, and I couldn't do anything to treat his wound. He was carrying a parcel that he had to give to someone.
Oh.
I was about to throw it away, but as you're traveling in the collapsing lands, I thought you might be able to find the recipient.
It's just this is the same
It's
as
the
Kel.
same stuff as Kel.
It's the bomb. It's the letter that the gets us
305.
killed.
Did I do this right? It is. Okay.
Take a 458 card.
Didn't we already
Yeah,
open
but
it?
it's this package, and we're gonna open it because we don't want to have the conversation with the person at the end, right?
Yes.
Where it's like, these people murdered your brother.
Mm-hmm. Trade that in for a barter item.
Right in front of her. I open the package.
Here,
Read 435.
we get these all the time.
This is the second one we've seen in 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
435. I just immediately tear it open. Like, not again.
The parcel contains a small and ordinary box, which, to your great surprise, contains only a simple letter, which you guys know.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
congratulate yourself on your indiscretion. Who knows what could have happened if you had brought the package to its recipient?
See, lady,
Take a 154.
this was a trap.
And then, ooh.
Oh, I'm lucky. Okay.
And then
I
a
can be lucky.
3049 cards.
You can barter for healing.
Yeah.
What if instead of we purchasing a barter item, what if those counted as one?
Yeah.
We get a lot of these.
They're like a currency.
That would be the other extreme.
Yeah.
Herbalist.
Something. We need more.
How would you describe
So
this? Herbalist?
yeah,
Maybe?
something. 523. Look at the map thingy on here.
Thick brambles covered with threatening thorns prevent anyone from entering this part of the city. Seeing you contemplating this desolate sight, a passerby calls out to you. A gift from Necrodruid Biberanek.
That sounds familiar.
When the Burrowers ravaged the city nearly 20 cycles ago, he deployed his creation to protect us. But since the reversal, the brambles have been growing wildly. Access to the building occupying this part of the city seems well and truly barred. If you're playing the scenario, the stick. Did it look like this? Is this the
Yes.
branch? Okay. Yeah. And you have a task to be done card. You may take a 534. What's a task to be done? Maybe we come back here after we find the person,
Oh, maybe.
and they're gonna say, "Yeah, if you can get to the old buildings and
Possibly.
grab my who's it?
I could see that.
What's it?
332.
332. That cost a card.
Yeah. I'm not in the circle or on the
You're
pile.
not even here. Who's spinning a card for that?
I got it.
Is it your bedtime?
Sometimes OJ just doesn't really want to be here at all.
I'm everywhere else.
A few steps lead to a small shop. A bell tinkles as you push open the door.
Ew.
Inside a port, it didn't tinkle on you. It just tinkled in general.
Oh, well.
All
I mean,
over-
that's
all
what
over
my
the
wife
place.
claims
Inside-
I do that.
Inside, a portly man greets you. Well, come to my modest shop. The shelves are neatly lined with everyday items, including tools, clothes, a few glass jars, and crates of vegetables. Will you haggle or try to steal something?
He's asking? Yes.
Will you try to buy it or steal it from me? Is that how you run a shop? You just ask them, you want to try to steal this or
Look,
do you want to
man,
buy
I'm
it?
not an arsonist.
You may not take the following action if you have a bad reputation card. We can try to steal, but it's a chained 1-3 success.
We probably don't want to lower our reputation.
It may not go well if we get caught.
I don't want to
For
steal.
what our goals are.
Yeah, let's maybe not steal.
There's not a lot there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a task to come back to eventually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody needs to explore this.
Brandon will do it.
I'm gonna spend all my cards.
Three men are beating a man on the ground who is clutching a leather bag that the assailants obviously want to take from him. If you'd rather go on your way, discard this. Otherwise, we can try to run and rescue the man laying on the ground, or we can side with the assailants and help them get the leather bag.
Oh, great.
One of them is free to help is free to help beat up the dude. It costs 2 cards. Otherwise, we could just go on our way.
We've never gotten this one right.
It's
When we helped him, he ends up being a thief.
yeah. And then our reputation went down, or something went down.
Yeah.
But then there's another time where we've had something like this, and helping them beat him up was also the wrong thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know which one this is. So maybe we just go on our way and don't lose any reputation.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
We got, yeah.
We already been tricked by that one.
Yeah.
Tall, conical buildings line a cobbled street next to an imposing inn. A small theater stage is ready for the next performance. This is basically Kel.
This is just Kel with a different flavor.
This is the end over here. This is they're right. This is a very small town.
But over here somewhere, there's got to be the dude we're looking for.
Yeah. I'm going to walk over here. Because I'm going to find my second wind. There it is.
Do you want me to hang back again to make it free to go this way? Wait, did someone stay back over here? Or did I just not move them?
I just grabbed everybody and moved them. Maybe I should have left somebody back there.
Oh, no.
Should we have left somebody?
Nah.
No.
Just in case it takes a bit to talk to this dude. Maybe all of you guys do it.
Yeah, that.
Unless someone is more geared towards fighting, all of my stuff that helps is kind of geared towards anything that wants to stay back instead of me.
I'm just kind of general support. But I'm like lucky and
You're
have
pretty-
magic
you're pretty geared
necklace.
up.
So if it's just like not a fight, I can do it pretty well.
I'm gonna use a card.
I got my second wind though. I should use my second wind.
I'll use this card.
Are you geared up for stuff, or are you kind of just all right with your hand
What
cards?
kind of stuff?
Return this.
Just in general, to see if you should be the one that
You
stays
wanna
back
return
instead of
this?
me, because
I've
I've
used
got
it.
stuff that could help with anything.
I've just now done it.
Okay, gotcha.
I think I feel good. You know, I can repair stuff, and I can look into my. I will have to
Okay, do you want to go up with them then?
recover soon.
We just don't know what's going to happen here.
I'm gonna second wind real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, I should probably do something similar.
Yeah, I'm feeling like. Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
2 cards for
Does the second
everyone.
one time?
So
Or
1, 2, 3,
There's one.
6.
That's the one I want. Oh man, what do I want? Dang, that's a better one.
All right, there we go. Okay, got all my cards back.
You recovered all of them?
Yeah,
Mm.
I just went hard.
Block this.
8, 10,
Leave it all in the paint.
12,
I'd put the proof in the pudding.
12.
You sounded really cool.
16,
I feel like it almost meant something.
20,
Okay. What have we got around here? 551.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fun.
I'm the only way to skin a cat.
I actually really like that one.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what it's supposed to mean,
Only way.
but it, like,
Only words.
it kind of sounds like a really cool saying for, like catchphrase.
Yeah. Catchphrase.
No, it's-
A coat of arms representing a tree that by the sun's rays hangs above the front door of the inn. As soon as you cross the threshold, a few customers turn around to stare at you. They do not look like they are used to seeing new faces.
This is the place. That's the symbol.
Fire crackles in a large fireplace. The walls support a vast ceiling of ironwood beams. At the end of the room, a waxed wooden staircase leads to the bedchambers. Let's see.
It almost sounds like something like a Borderlands boss would say as you walked into the boss
Yes.
room.
That's
I
right.
know a way to skin a cat. Is this the only 551? Let me double check that I didn't not get the right symboled one. Nope, that's it. Okay, we probably need to do that listening thing. We need to listen.
You're really good at listening.
Oh, I'm really good at listening. What's the listening one?
I know a guy.
Okay, I listen. Read 550.
We can do both, right?
Yeah, but this one's going to cost us barter for, like, resting.
Oh.
We get 7 life points if you have 2 barter cards.
Which we have one, I think.
We're
Which is just my
kind
gambler's
of
boon.
poor at the moment.
550?
Unless we use hopes. Decide to make that a thing.
550. You have objective cards yet?
No.
No.
Well then, we read something else.
What?
Oh.
We've gone to pretty much everywhere there is to go in Bramblewood.
Well, one of these we haven't done over here.
Right.
This one we haven't done. That's bad. That's it.
Borthen parents, we don't have that, right?
Who?
We don't have parents.
Borthen? Borthen?
No.
Right.
We don't know anything.
It's a big long thing. Get ready.
Okay, hold on.
You stop.
He's getting ready.
I'm listening.
Getting ready. All right. You stop a server to ask him about the coat of arms adorning the inn. He gives you an amused look or smile. It's the Borthen crest, my family. My 3 sisters and I have been running this establishment since our parents died several cycles ago. 4 children? Gellert seems to have forgotten
One woman.
to mention this slight detail.
You're a Borthen?
I have something important to tell you. Can I have a private conversation with the 4 of you? We are closing soon. If it's urgent, you can wait until the customers go home.
Ask about his sister.
Ask about his sister?
You take advantage of the
I
wait.
thought he has multiple sisters.
Just one. Right?
3 sisters.
3 sisters.
He has 3 sisters.
Oh.
1 for each of you.
Oh.
Yes.
That's not. I was more referring to the dream
There's
where the
4 of
woman,
us.
where there's the
and there's
4
4 of
people,
them.
the 4 statues, the one still standing as a woman. 4 siblings.
Yeah.
It's one of these women.
That's where you were going.
Yes.
Where's your mind?
He's still trying to get me a girlfriend.
A Bjornson. Or
Borthen.
a Borthen. I found you a Borthen.
Thank you.
You take advantage of the wait to think about the best way to approach the issue. The whole sibling group finally comes to you. What I'm about to tell you must remain between us. You announce before telling them about the prophecy of the final throne. Like one of your parents before you, you are descendants of one of the members of the Order of the All Virtue, and we need you to participate in the election of its new Supreme Master. Your interlocutors look at each other dumbfounded, until one of the daughters speaks up. We are not in the habit of revealing our private lives, especially not to strangers, but still our mother gave birth to only one of us. Our parents, who wore their hearts on their sleeves, took in the other 3 as orphans at an early age, and always refused to reveal to us who their natural child was. In order to prevent jealousy,
This is our
if what you
house.
say is true, only one of us should take part in this election.
Do
It's
we even-
just one of the sisters.
Yeah.
So that's help. That's
At least
helpful.
we know it's, yeah.
Do any of them have a funny accent? This is from the other dream. You guys don't remember any of the dreams, do you?
I remember the Red Sea.
No, I remember the
Red
big
Sea,
statues.
but there's an accent. Oh, huh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Someone in a boat in the floating in the Red Sea calms
Oh.
their sea by speaking in a strange accent.
Hmm. Well, I'm glad you're
I didn't remember any of
How does
that.
this get you a girlfriend?
I don't know. That was your path.
That was,
I'm all the way back here. I'm in the middle of the street, just
You're not even here.
sitting in the middle of the street eating something.
I know a guy.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, you are astonished. If they themselves do not know, how can you tell which of them is really the descendant of the member of the All Virtue? An idea springs to mind. Logic would dictate that the natural child of the Borthens would be the one whose facial features most closely resemble their parents. Do you have a portrait of your mother and father? Like they haven't thought of that before.
I don't know. They could be stupid kids.
I look just like you, Dad. No, you're not mine. Do you have a portrait of your mother and father? There is a picture that they had painted for their wedding. The youngest looking daughter replies, unfortunately, we don't have it. It's still in the family home, which is trapped in the brambles south of the city.
Ah.
We knew it.
That's probably one of the objectives.
They
You must
better
find a
go
way to see the
subjective.
painting. Take a 009 card.
009.
009.
I don't think
It's like an up, down, side.
well, I don't think we've ever
I
pulled
know, I
that
think
card
that's the first
before.
one
I
that
don't.
seems-
You're really. That is not a card we pull. A task to be done.
Ah.
Okay.
There you go. When you think you have identified the descendant, return to the tavern to speak to the Bortham children.
Okay, do we want to do this thing while we're here still?
Yeah. Yeah. 248.
Mm-hmm.
What time is it? 9:47.
Oh,
Here.
we don't care. Around the stage, a partially faded poster lists the plays that were performed there.
No,
The
we're not
Wolf,
gonna
The
perform a
Goat
play.
and the Cabbage, The Lord of the Springs. The place is open to anyone who wishes to perform. This is basically Kel's stuff.
Yeah.
We don't care. Boom.
Ow.
I kind of have all the hand cards I want now.
My hand is stacked for stuff, so I don't.
I'll move us. I'm good at
Do you want me to
moving.
come with you to
Sure.
help, or
Yeah.
just in case?
Okay. Now redo this one.
Yes, I have a task to be done.
Okay. If you're playing in that scenario, you have a task to be done card. You may take the 534.
What was this again? Stage.
That one's also in Kel.
Stage.
The play performance.
According to the Borthan children, the family home is only 100 paces away. After thinking about how to get through the wall of necrotic brambles, you conclude that setting fire to it would risk setting fire to the houses that are trapped in it, and that the only way to reach the Borthan's house is to carefully sneak through, taking care to avoid the sharp thorns. As long as the die is on the first row of the action, you may give up. If you do, return this. But then what?
Go back and try to get more hand cards, and come back and try it again.
Okay.
Something I can think of.
Yeah. What else? What else are we gonna do? This is. Okay. During each draw step of the following action, discard one for each card you draw, unless you have a restorative ointment card.
Ouch. Okay.
So for each thing we.
For each card you draw, you
it's
discard
either dodge
one.
or balance. Each card we draw, you have to discard one as well. The first part is a chained 3, success 6. I think we.
I can increase the chain and add a free success for whatever one I do, if I do one.
I have a bunch of successes. Is this the hardest part of this? Can I just burn us through this? Burn all of my things.
So you got a 3-6, 4-6, and a 2-3. So this is
and that one's not
probably
even chained. This is the hardest one. Right?
this is the most costly for somebody, but that's the hardest one.
I think I made, if I do like a recovery, like I've got,
So remember, this is like actually 6 cards, but you only get to use 3.
right.
You only get to actually draw and use 3.
I can only keep 3.
You can only keep 3 to use in a way, but it's going to cost you 6 cards total.
Just to get to the 3.
Just to
but
get
I
to the
could
3.
burn like 20 cards and have 10.
Yeah.
But because I already have 3 successes and an extra chain, I think I'm probably the best situated to just get through this one
Yeah.
without it costing even more,
Okay.
Yeah.
right?
Well,
Probably.
you go first.
So if I do, except your intuition's the only other thing that
I have.
Your
I can
extra
increase
chain,
the
though,
chain,
and
and then
a
I get
success.
a star. So I get 1 success, and I can increase the chain.
So me and him have the exact same advantage, except he has the intuition.
I've got a chain with 3 successes.
So I think you're still
Let's
best
do
for the
this.
first one.
So I still need to pull off 3 successes outside of this, off of a chained 4. Okay. 1,
Yep. Discard 1.
1. That was my freaking reflex.
Oh,
That's not enough.
that's rough.
So I need. Two. So 9 health. 3. gets me everything back. And I can do something like, so I know I can do at least a chain 4. Right, but I still really need 3 successes pretty badly off of this, right? Let's do this. That should be enough. With everything else I have, that should be enough.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh. Okay. Great. Perfect. It's gonna save me some of my cards. So chained 4 ends up 4 successes no matter which way. I could stick with the chained 3 and get the same number. So that I don't have to spend that. We've got 4 successes.
You need 6.
And I can do, I've already got that. Which gives me
5.
5. And then spinning this gets me the 6th.
Yep.
Or should I spin these? Which is more valuable, these or these?
Well, you can lose blessings pretty quickly. You have to use the temporary before the end of the scenario.
Oh, right. Might as well spin that, right?
Yeah.
So there's 5. And I really could just use that once to get 6. Or I just use this to get 6 and roll and hope to keep it. And then I still have
Your hand
my
cards.
guaranteed successes here.
That's probably better.
So let's do this. I have to roll. Roll or 2. The end of it is depleted.
You didn't roll the right way. You didn't give enough
You didn't even
beans.
throw
Yeah,
it.
it was like
Gotta get some beans.
That was the weakest roll.
See, if you had done
4.
that, you would have kept it. You get to keep one of these in your hand, though.
I've been rolling dice along my whole life.
Whole life.
This is good.
Okay.
It's maybe better than-
So, I don't know if you or me wants to try to do the next one.
I'm game for whatever.
Um,
I'm good to get down.
Wait. What was that song?
you want to get jiggy with it?
Yeah.
No, it's like one of those.
Yeah. We came to get down, jump around.
No. Didn't you bring up one of those songs? The famous misheard. lyrics?
Yeah.
That was one of the songs.
I don't remember. That was
It's
no
like
A
soul
Town.
Funky town. Funky.
A Town. Peace out, A Town. Boom, 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 boom,
Peace up, A-Town.
boom, boom, boom.
I was listening to a song this week, like, hey, this is one I don't know the lyrics to. I should bring that up. And then I forgot what song it is.
Good conversation.
Nice. You forgot some lyrics? Good on you. Okay.
It's like, that's one of those, it's a misheard lyric. I don't, because I think it says this thing. And then I couldn't remember the song.
No. Okay, you have to spend at least 4 cards and get
Oh.
six successes. No chain requirement.
Okay.
But it is that horrible discard pattern. If you play that, you've got to discard 1, right?
Yep, for every...
Wow.
Nice.
What happened to my?
Look.
Okay, that's the minimum. You can do more if you want.
Okay.
But
Okay.
you gotta get 6 stars.
I can add at least one more chain to it. So even if I chain all these.
It's not even chained. It's not chained. This one's not chained.
Oh.
Don't have to worry about chains.
Not chained.
I just need
You
4
can use as many
successes.
cards
6.
as you play out there.
I need
You
6 successes.
But you can keep every card you play out.
Oh, let's do this. This.
Nope, you have to discard 1, and then you can play that.
Oh, they're these 2. How about like that? Does that
Sure,
work?
That works.
Jeez. All right.
Did you do your intuition already?
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't great.
Okay.
Yeah, all right, let's go for it.
Okay. Now you're cooking.
3, 4, 5,
You already have 6.
6, 7, 8. Oh, wow.
Wait, why
7.
would you?
That's the
What?
chain again.
There's not a chain.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, we got plenty.
Okay. You
Yeah.
can put one of those back in your hand.
Yes.
And then we move on to the next one. Chain 2, 3 successes. So I can raise the chain. And then I have to do at least 3.
Good job, guys. Teamwork.
And so I need to get probably
Yeah, I don't like that card.
one more. So I can do chain of 4. And I should be able to get 2 successes out of that. Just fine.
I'm gonna bring this one in there.
There we go. Don't even have to use any of my cards. Or no, I do. I have to raise it to chain 3. But
It's a lot of pain.
Okay.
Yeah.
take a 540 card and discard this.
A crevasse prevents you from continuing north. What number?
540?
Not 340.
Not 3. You got to get number certified, buddy. 3 and 5s are 2 different numbers.
Is 5 higher?
Yeah, a little bit. By 2.
I only go 2 more?
Did you say 530?
I can only count to 4.
Did you say 530?
540. There was no 3s involved.
Because if you did say 530, that would be interesting that he pulled out 350.
Yeah.
Maybe a few more tests. Really.
Combined, we're really good at all of it. Just individually.
Together strong.
Yeah. Gamers together
Almost
strong.
one competent person.
Almost.
After contorting between the brambles, you finally reach the door of the house. Crossing the dark rooms filled with dust and cobwebs, you enter the living room. The portrait of the parents hangs above the monumental fireplace. You examine the painting to memorize every detail and bring it with you, moron.
You have to be careful getting back
Give
out,
it
though.
back to them. Why wouldn't they want stuff?
Have you ever tried to climb over a stick while holding a painting? It's impossible.
Brandon's
trying-
It's impossible. We have to leave the painting there and just memorize it.
Just deal with it.
It's
It might
impossible.
be too large of a painting. It might take up the entire.
There's 4 of us.
Oh, each of us get a corner.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Surely they would like their long lost. Do they want anything like their favorite doll from as a child from their house? We came here and we're gonna bring them back nothing.
Correct.
And crush them,
Well-
their lives. Going,
Well,
3 of you, you're adopted.
If you describe it well enough, they could recreate it.
What kind
Or
of
make their life way better. Just saying, some kids are like that. I'm not saying who.
where they hoped and dreamed for that their whole lives? I'm having my DNA tested. Speaking of which,
Are you really?
I'm gonna find out I'm adopted. I can hope.
You can hope.
But, I mean, doubt you're
There's a
adopted.
chance. There's a chance.
Well, I know Matt for sure is not, because he looks so much like your mom.
Yeah.
There's a
And
chance.
you sort of look like your mom.
There's a chance.
Like, you're a good mix between your dad and your mom.
There's a chance I'm adopted. I'm gonna find out in 2 to 6 weeks.
I mean, I guess there's always a chance.
Please.
What's his name? Adopted you.
My parents.
Forget his name.
Who?
Your stepdad.
Oh, Alan.
Alan.
I'm mixed up. Our family. Okay. You examine the painting to memorize every detail to determine who the Borthen's natural child must be.
Oh.
Oh, well,
Wow.
clearly it was that middle girl.
Wait, did you have a picture of the other ones? Oh.
Yeah, the one with only side eyebrows.
The one without the teeth.
Oh. No, those are her lips. You mean the one
Look
without...
at her eyes. She's
the
missing.
one with like...
She's
Hold
missing
on.
like the middle half of
She
her
would like
eyebrows.
some
Oh my
forehead with those
gosh.
eyebrows.
She's had some of those
Whoever the
recent
painter
new
was-
injections they're doing to girls.
I gotta see this.
Might need bet more painting lessons.
You have to show the audience.
That could look like anybody. How are we going to use that
Show YouTube.
to determine?
Look,
I
is
look like those two.
Is Brandon related? Oh, I just got a flood of ones in chat.
Oh, I'm related.
Somebody's actually watching?
Yes.
I'm related.
Can we take this with us?
Oh,
Nope.
Can we take a picture of this?
We
We're memorizing.
we memorized it.
Here, I'm memorizing it right now.
There's going to be some puzzle later.
Yes.
We had
how much
we
forehead
keep
do they
that card
have?
with us.
Yeah.
How much eyebrow do they have?
That's what I said. Can we keep it with us?
Describe where the eyebrows are.
So we are taking it in our pocket.
We're gonna have to like play the DNA game with
We-
which.
this is what we memorized.
Wait.
Yeah.
It's telling us that we keep...
Oh, that's not what it looks like. That's what we've memorized.
Because that symbol.
That makes way
is
more
all-
sense.
That's what we
That's what we
memorized.
memorized, which is why it looks like.
That's not what it looks like. That's what we memorized.
Yes.
He looks like Stalin.
A little bit.
One of the daughters
Just
looks
a
like him.
larger.
The mustache and everything.
She's got a lot of forehead going.
Oh, 5 head.
She's
Yeah,
got
kinda
or
like
six
me.
head. Okay. From here, somebody
We have to go back.
somebody's walked by. I've used half of my health already.
I can.
Somebody else.
I can.
walk
I,
us-
I need to
Somebody else walk us around. I should
recuperate here in a second, anyways. So I can. I guess I might as well keep that. Takes all out there, and then
Another one.
I can do my last one
Okay.
and do some recouping.
Wait.
No, I go back to 550.
Was this it?
Oh.
That
Yeah.
Was that one, right?
We go back into the inn. Do 550 again, and you had seen that there's 2 different options there or something, right?
550. Are you ready for
How
this?
come we still don't have an objective?
If you're playing the Bramblewood scenario and have no objective card,
No,
which you don't, okay.
it's not
Five,
what you
seven,
did.
Maybe we get one after we convince the kid. I don't know.
517. If you have the Borthen parents,
We do.
read
Okay.
568. Yay! Whoa! Wow, that's like very. Really did. Oh,
Oh, great.
here they
Ah.
are. Here they are. Look. If you think the descendant is Darien,
We're gonna have to play this whole
We
genetics.
really have to do-
recessive. and-
Darien,
Who doesn't have
Eliza,
eyebrows?
Jabber or Ildir. Okay, we
We're
know,
pretty sure it's one of the girls,
we
right?
know it's not him, so it's one of these guys.
Yeah, we know it's a woman.
Oh, but look, they have moles. She has a mole.
The eyebrows.
She has a mole, so it's got to be these two.
What about the eyebrows?
Oh, she's got the broken eyebrows.
But look, they have moles.
So it's one of the 3 girls. He's blonde.
Blonde.
Blonde or brunette.
What about a mustache?
What about
though?
look? They're wearing. She's not wearing any clothes. So is
I
that?
don't think the clothes is hereditary.
Closer.
What else do we know from the?
You gotta lean at the camera here.
Color-
my
eye
dad
color-
only
what
wears
about-
jeans and t-shirts, and that's all I wear.
You're not adopted then.
Yeah.
It's settled.
You gotta be related to your dad.
Eye color. The parents don't have eyes, or they don't have irises. What the
What was
hell?
the other dream we had about the blood? Well, that must be related to the other descendant.
let's read
So
How about
thing
the
with
hair?
boat,
They've got straight hair.
Okay.
The mom's got straight hair.
What else do I remember from the dream? There was someone dancing. There were statues.
I like the mole idea.
You want me to read
There's
it?
statues of each one of them, and 3 of them collapsed.
But she's got the crappy eyebrows.
So maybe how many? Like they all have a similar attribute, but who has the most?
She's
and it
got
would be
she's
her.
got her dad's eyebrows.
Okay.
True.
Oh.
Dad's eyebrows, mole, lips, maybe.
What about the chin thing? Look, there's a dimple in the chin.
Does he have a butt chin?
Which the mom has.
It's got to be that one.
She's got the
She's
butt
got the
chin.
most
She's got his
features.
eyebrows.
Liza.
What about the nose? Not really.
She kind of has the mom's.
Definitely the mole, the dimpled chin, brown hair, and his eyes. His
Her
eyebrows.
hair is pretty close to the mom's, but her hair, if she'd styled it better,
Yeah.
I think it's
would
Eliza.
also look like the mom's.
Come
If
on,
she had a
Terrain.
bob as
That's
well,
my
she
vote.
would.
That's my vote.
She'd look like mom's hair.
Yeah, I think Liza is the closest, or has the most attributes.
She does look a lot like the mom, kind of,
Dang. Yeah.
with dad's eyebrows.
Where the hell? Okay, but where the hell did she get her eyebrows? This must be like a common genetic thing in their
That,
society.
yeah, that could just be part of the culture. But you notice her eyebrows are definitely are spaced apart, but more bushy.
Yeah.
These two have the chin, but we're pretty
It's
sure it's
gotta
a daughter, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's gotta
Because
be.
that's his dad's hair. He's got the mom's chin, but the dream said it's a daughter,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it did. Liza it is.
Okay, so take a 104 card and then read 588. One zero four.
Yeah, it's an objective.
588. You address the person you think is the Borthen's natural child.
We have such a good memory.
I think you are the direct descendant of the member of the All Virtue. I will inform Gellert Deffer, who will invite you to the ceremony when the election is to be held. Surprised, they simply nod. Now that your task is complete, you need only to return to the Citadel. Return a task to be done card. Banish the Borthen's parents. Take a 099 card. But with that objective,
We could go back
we could go.
to the past, to
Where
the
can, we,
future.
where can we go?
What?
We can talk to it again. We can do this thing again, but with an objective.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Where was that?
It was at the very start of the dialogue,
5.
which is 550.
Okay, yeah. So it says if you're playing the Bramblewood Snare and have a record card, right? Otherwise, if you're playing the threat, the Final Throne, read 482.
We are.
Otherwise, the conversations at the neighboring tables reveal nothing. Oh, that's the that's the inn. Well, I think we're just sticking around and listening.
Yeah.
So 482. I don't know what order we should have done this, but let's do it anyway. As you eavesdrop on the surrounding conversations, a woman approaches your table. You're not from here. I'm from Nindazur Citadel, much further west. After its collapse on the day of the reversal, we established our community among its ruins, the ground shivers we recovered from our old prison and also travel when necessary. So you travel through the collapsing lands? I'm curious to learn more about what's going on there. We are so busy destroying those pesky brambles that we don't have much time to leave Bramblewood. And they keep links from making anything but rare stops here. Okay. They meaning the Brambles, I guess. You tell her some anecdotes about what you have seen during your travels. If this is your first time reading this dialogue, +1 influence. So I
Yeah.
mean, it's just a random in
Okay.
conversation.
Yeah.
And it's a good time to stop.
Okay.
I think it's a good time to stop.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that is an excellent
Not
time
unless they
to
like
stop.
immediately transport us back to the Citadel.
No, we got
Because we want to go to the other
Or
the
go to their-
abandoned citadel.
abandoned citadel.
Oh, to
I've
keep
I've still
the
got
crown.
11 hit points left, and I
Dollars.
just did a
Huh?
That's Dada Camps. It's Dada.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
to
just looking.
find the crown.
So
And the blue pumpkin.
we're going to Dada.
Yeah.
Dada. Dada.
Dada Citadel. That's just it's just north. We just gotta go
If
around.
it doesn't hurt to say the word, you didn't say it right.
Dada.
Yeah.
Just gotta go around.
Like from where we're currently at?
No.
And you gotta be able to smell your own breath.
Yeah, but we're
Wow.
like out here right now.
Right there.
Yeah. So we're gonna come to here and then come back around the bridge.
So that's quite a while.
So we just kind of head almost straight west from here.
Everywhere you go.
Oh, we have to go
We just
either
got
up
ours
and
already,
around
I'm
this
walking
Probably have
or
to
across this and up the bridge.
Yeah,
Just
we
got
have to
Full
go to the
House
bridge or-
theme stuck in my head randomly.
Where's the bridge? There's the bridge.
Yeah.
That's the chasm.
Yeah.
Dead space.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, the bridge would be also good. This is very helpful. Not not very complete though. That's what I can do. Complete it.
Oh, we're done.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us.
Happy birthday, America.
Oh yeah, happy birthday.
Suck it, England.